Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a nice time. Hope you're relaxed and chilling. It's a nice off day. The weekend's come to an end. And you know what? It means it's time for me to sit back, focus up, and spend several hours slowly, painstakingly working away at something that'll be a really, really fun Halo 3 mod. And I'll be honest, I am really, really looking forward to being able to play this mod with everybody. It'll be a badass time. Where's the trailer? It's coming. Still in the works. Out soon. We'll get started in just a sec. Hello! It's me, the guy who mods things sometimes. Not always, but today that's what I'm doing. So I hope you like mods, because I've got some of those for you. Mods, you know, they have a special place in my heart. They really speak to me, you know? They speak to me, they tell me things. Tell me dark things. They tell me, look at him. Kill him. Kill that guy. I don't usually listen, but one day I will. IKEA employee looking around. Listen, man. Listen. This is a style. This is a mood. All right. Blue and yellow is a great color scheme. I don't care what anybody says. IKEA got it right. And I think I look damn good. So don't think you can just IKEA color me. Now then. Maybe that is a compliment? Oh. Thanks. Welcome to Huge Ass, everybody. I mean, Huge Grass. This is Huge Grass, not Huge Ass. Huge Grass. Remember that. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a fun-ass mod. But first, it needs to be a huge-ass mod. See what I did there? Yeah, that one wasn't very good. I'll keep working on it. You think you could give us legacy armor? Oh yeah, this model will 100% have legacy armor. Trust me, with Ultimate Forge being as insanely jam-packed as it was with content, there was, I don't know, something was wrong with that mod that caused things to just bleh, and bodies to appear. However, this mod will be different. Alright, this mod will be working with all the armors. You can have all your awesome Halo custom Master Chief Collection armors in here. Don't worry about it. You can be an ODST. You can look like me. Look, I got a little ODST leg armor. Pretty neat. Pretty freaking neat. Anyway, all that said, I've got some cool stuff to show you today, and we have some really fun work to actually accomplish today, so I hope you guys are ready. I have a cool announcement to make, which I'll be making shortly in the stream. Might have something to do with Halo Reach. The fuck am I doing streaming this early? Listen, early bird gets the worm, and I fucking love eating worms, okay? So I had to do what I had to do. The water's looking nice. Thank you. I'll be honest, it still needs work. Like, I touched it up a little bit. It's better, but it still needs work. I'm a perfectionist, but I appreciate it. Look at his dono goal. Ah, yes. You might be shook. You might be shaking in your britches, but don't worry. This is a long-term goal that I'm hoping to hit sometime over, like, the next month or something, if possible. I don't know. We'll see. But I have a really, really exciting announcement about that, actually. I'm introducing A new long-term goal for this stream. Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you and introduce you to the road to reach. I have been given insane, constant, non-stop requests to mod Halo Reach. And don't get me wrong, I love Halo Reach. I modded it for like years, but I have been obsessed with Halo 3 since I was a little kid, and I love Halo 3 to death. So I also have a ton of assets for Halo 3 and tons of mods I want to complete. However, I feel like it's going to be hitting 3 streams. I don't think so. There are some very cool and kind and generous people out there, but this is something I think it's going to take a long time. But I think it's... I'm just going to replace the daily tip goal completely, and then we'll just eventually get through all of these. And I thought this was like a fun way to accomplish my financial goals as a content creator, which is like obvious because, you know, I'm a streamer. But anyway, these are the goals, and I'm pretty excited to show them off. And I even got this cool little animated graphic for it because these are pretty darn neat. We need a mod that puts Halo 3 assets into Reach, like armors and textures. I have a bunch of stuff I want to port over to Reach. I actually do. For example, very important thing I want to port over to Reach, the gaming chair, okay? I can't just not have the gaming chair in Halo Reach, all right? Wait, what? My brother in Christ, I didn't even tell you what, I didn't even give you the details on it. Jesus Christ. It didn't, all right, we're just gonna, Jesus Christ. Okay, this wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't ready for this. Okay, wait, the pause. I don't have the, I wasn't prepared. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me first, oh my God, my brain is just like turning off now. Okay, anyway, let me just continue my train of thought really quickly and then get to the insanity that just happened. But first and foremost, gaming chair. Oh my God, my brain is just frazzled. Okay. I'm putting high again. Alert box is up. So let me just explain it real quick so that for the future rest of the stream, I don't have to do it again. Also high. Apparently, thanks to Demon, who just tipped $250, we have hit the first goal on the road to Reach, which I haven't even explained yet. You didn't even wait for me to explain. What the fuck? Thank you very much. Watch in awe as the first goal is reached. That's kind of insane. Wow, holy shit. Okay. Demon of Song has tipped $250. Okay. That's the thing that just happened. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very, very much for that. What the fuck? I don't know if there are words for that, but thank you very much. We now I have to do this sick thing where I go ahead and then I go, wait for it. You're not going to believe this. We have the technology for this. Boom. Look at that. We have now switched over to the next goal. Graphics and everything. Alright, thank you very fucking much, Demon. That is ridiculously generous. Holy shit. I am genuinely speechless. Thank you very fucking much. We have now hit the first goal on the road to Reach. Alright, fuck yeah. Thank you so much. What the fuck? So, Demon tipped $250. He said, "The Jester is a meme. I need to drive that shit." Okay, I wasn't joking, by the way, earlier when I said in supporter chat, I actually want to port the elephant to Halo Reach. So your dream may yet come true. Because, let's be real, the elephant's a fantastically ridiculous vehicle. And I had somebody port it to Reach using these cursed old mod tools before we had the mod tools. And it was really, really cool to see. So, probably will actually happen. But fuck, I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. That was insanely generous. Oh my god. Wow. But yeah, that's... Jesus Christ. Okay, let me explain the goals now, even though we just hit the first one. So the goals for the Road to Reach, overarching goal. I love Halo 3. You guys know I love Halo 3. I know most of you guys also love Halo 3, but I spent a long time modding Halo Reach, and I'm finally going to dive into Halo Reach. But I wanted to make a community-focused, oriented goal that was not only beneficial to me, but really fun and inclusive for you guys. So that is what the Road to Reach is. It is just a short little thing. Well, okay, I say short, but it's going to go on for a while. And the first goal, which we hit on the journey to modding Halo Reach, like full-time, was a cursed mod / meme stream, which basically is an entire stream and potentially even a full-on mod that I'll like put together where I'm basically just doing the most cursed shit, a lot like the Stream 100 with just like Among Us, Cherub, Parking Garage, all the stupid stream memes that we all know and love, and just doing ridiculous stuff, or a rat gun, who knows what other cursed stuff that I just come up with. And now we're going to do that. So one of the upcoming streams I'm going to do within the next week is literally just going to be full-on cursed meme stream poop limo. I'm going to remake the poop limo. Don't even doubt we are getting the poop limo, okay? So yeah, we're going to get the poop limo. We're going to get the rat gun, whatever else dumb shit we come up with. So yeah, that's already guaranteed. We're going to do that. The next thing for the next goal at 500 is we're going to do community vehicle vote. And what that means is, because I love making vehicles, we're going to do a community vote where every day for several days to a week, I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to do it today as well. Well, I'll do it after we hit the goal, actually. But I'm going to ask you guys, hey, what vehicle would you love to see in Halo? And I'm going to write down all of the responses I get, and then I'm going to put them all into a straw poll at the end of the week, and I'm going to have you guys vote on the straw poll, which out of all the vehicles that you voted for, which one you want to see the most, and whatever wins that vote is going to be the vehicle that I make. You mean serious vehicles. I'm talking full on bring this to life. And I'm going to conduct a second vote, which will be, do I make that vehicle in Halo 3 or Halo Reach? Because those are the two games I'm going to be modding right now. I really seriously doubt you guys want me to mod a Halo 2 vehicle. And for right now, I'm not going to do Halo 4. For now. Maybe, though. AA Wraith, because it seems the easiest. You do know that the anti-air Wraith already exists in the game. Like, I could... Where's my face? I could spawn that in right now. Theoretically, I could spawn a whole-ass AA Wraith right now. But I won't. Yet. Anyway. So now that's one of the other goals, which will be really fun. The AA Wraith. Oh, you're talking about it in Reach? Oh my god, wait, yeah. The AA Wraith in Reach would be sick. Somebody made a mod for that in Assembly a while back, and it was super, super cool. No, you're right, Master. If it's not, I don't know why I was thinking it was just Halo 3. That's how hung up on Halo 3 I am. But like I said, I am seeing good suggestions in chat already. But I'm going to ask you guys if and when we do hit the goal. Like I said, I'm going to ask every day for a week, write down all the responses, put them all into a straw poll, and let you guys decide what vehicle I'm going to make. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed. Every time I ask you guys for suggestions on all streams, generally there are really, really great suggestions. And honestly, I don't even know how to count how much stuff that has been in Ultimate Forge and all of my other mods has had, like all the stuff that I put in have had amazing suggestions from you guys that ended up benefiting the mod greatly. Like, I have the abilities required to make stuff, but your guys' ideas end up fueling a lot of what I do and improve many of my mods substantially. So thank you guys for having awesome ideas. I really appreciate it. So anyway, that'll be a goal we hit there. And then after that, I'm going to make a full-on space battle mod. If we do hit 1,000, I'm literally going into Reach, and I'm making a full-on space battle mod because, one, I've wanted to do that forever. 2, it'll be a great way to brush up on reach. And 3, there are no space battle mods right now. There was an incredible space battle mod that I absolutely loved that was made back in assembly. And it was so much fun. It had capital ships and frigates and everything, and energy shields, and it was super, super cool. There was like King of the Hill, where you would fly a capital ship in near an asteroid and have to capture it. Full-on massive weapon systems, taking full advantage of Reach's enhanced vehicles. It was amazing, and unfortunately, as far as I know, it has not been recreated with the mod tools. So I'm going to take it upon myself, if we hit 1,000, to make my own space battle mod. After that, at 1,500, literally doing Extinction and Reach. I'm just going to remake it, probably use the same terrain or recreate the terrain that I have for my Halo 3 mod Extinction, make it a remake of my OG Extinction and Reach, which, let's be honest, at this point is long overdue. Reach tools have been out for a long time. I could have made it at any point, but I just chose not to mod Reach for a long time. But I will end up doing that. If we do hit the final goal within the month, I will fully switch over to Reach modding for a very long time, get completely immersed in it, and also redesign my entire stream around the Reach aesthetic, where right now it's kind of like Halo 2, 3. And I'll make a bunch of assets very similar to the whole Road to Reach roadmap that we have right here. So it'll just be all in on Reach for quite some time. Now, let me be the first to say, that's not to say I won't go back to Halo 3 at some point. I absolutely love, love, love Halo 3. But anyway, now you get the gist of it. That's kind of my plan for the next little while. So anyway, with that out of the way and with that explained, yeah, that's that. Now then, we have some huge ass to do today. And I am pretty hyped about this. I was actually hanging out with my brother the other day, and he was telling me some pretty good balancing ideas for huge ass that I am pretty excited about. By the way, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to pause the music. Never say that audio is not important, because we'll turn the audio up here. The ambience in a hangar adds a lot. The echo of the assault rifle in a big, spacious area. For experienced modders, none of this is impressive, but I rarely do detailed maps and interiors. Is the community vehicle Reach or 3? I'm assuming people want it in Reach, but I'm going to do a second poll that asks whether people want it in Reach or 3. That is entirely up to you guys as the community to decide on that matter. I want that to be something like that you all are very involved with. Like it's totally up to you guys, and I want to keep it that way. Anyway, the hangar is beautiful. Why not both? Also, a very good point. It could be both. Once I make it for one game, it's really not that hard to make it for the other. The engines are different and require some subtle tweaks and differences, but for the most part, they're about the same. Anyway, echoey, lovely hangar ambience, and then okay, I wasn't supposed to die there. But now there's no more echo. Everything is super nice, and birds are chirping, and the wind is blowing, and it's not echoey at all anymore. Yeah, it's very nice out here. So yeah, lovely. The fuck was that noise? Jesus, the ambience here is terrifying. But yeah. It's got nice audio now on the map, which is another level of polish and niceness that I like. Joe the Assassin, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. You should just finish the Condor weapons and put it on your Reach style Condor for Reach Extinction. I like the Reach style more than the Halo Wars 2 one. Ooh, not a bad idea. I would very much like to have the Condor for Reach Extinction. If we end up getting to Reach Extinction, then yeah, absolutely, we will do that. Also, I just want to say this right now ahead of time, just so that nobody is confused. If anybody does want to contribute to the whole the Road to Reach roadmap and contribute to the goals, just know, unfortunately, due to the way that Streamlabs is set up, everything is counted through the tips in the description. There's a tip jar that contributes to the Road to Reach goals. So just know that's how that works. Anyway. Yeah, I would like to get the Condor. There's footage on my channel. I have a trailer for Extinction 3.0, the old Reach mod, where we have the Condor working, and like I think it was Green was flying the Condor, and there was like bases down below, and I was in the Mac cannon just charging it up, just going boom, boom, and just rail gunning straight into people, and it was the most satisfying thing ever. I fucking loved it. So I would like to recreate the Condor, and considering I already have a very functioning Condor in Halo 3, wouldn't be that much to port it over. I mean, it would still be a decent bit of work, but it wouldn't be like impossible or anything too crazy. Demon, thank you very much for the $5. Much appreciated. I still can't wait to play King of the Hill and Reach when the hill is an elephant. Yeah, that'd be really fun. You're live early? I am. It's an early start to the day, and we're getting some work done on Huge Ass because I am behind on this mod. I haven't been working on it as much as I was expecting to, and because of that, unfortunately, I've fallen behind on it, and I want to get some proper good work done on it today. And some of that work is going to involve the landing gear. The landing gear on the Wombat. I'm gonna be honest, this is not adequate. This does not live up to my standards. It works, it functions, but it's also Plank from Ed, Edd, and Eddy, and honestly, that's not okay. Landing gear. However, everything else about the Wombat right now is pretty fucking nice, and I am pretty happy with it. It needs a serious upgrade? Yeah, it really does. So we'll be doing some of those upgrades on stream today because I love this vehicle. It has grown on me so much, and I'm very happy. Yeah, it's not landing gear, it's a landing stick. Very true. Where's the Wombat from? So the Wombat originally was a drone vehicle from Halo 3 ODST. However, this model was from an alpha build of Halo Reach. This is a Halo Reach enhanced Wombat that never made it into the final game. And it is a very badass vehicle that I am in love with. Nice engine sound. It is the Halo Wars 2 Condor sound. I may end up changing it out or switching it because the longsword also uses the same sound, but I think it actually fits this vehicle better. Sorry, let me turn the desktop audio back down. It was a bit loud. Turn it up so you can hear the ambience of the hangar and the environment just a moment ago. All right, let's get my Rejected Shotgun stream soundtrack. Let's go. It's a bit too quiet now. Shiro! Good to see you, Shiro. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. I guess you could say it'll stick the landing. Good one. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Very clever. Very clever. Tip of the spear, point of the pike, stop of the stick. Yeah. I see your guys' stick and plank puns. I see you. I see you, okay? Now, as much as I could sit around and fly this badass little plane all day, I would like to get some work done on it. Let me refresh. Ooh. Do I go into tag test really quick to show you guys and get a feel for the map? You know what? Let me give you guys a feel for this map so you can see why I'm so excited to complete this. All right? It's one thing for me to like fly around with my no-clip camera like I always do and teleport myself around, but I think getting a feel for how the game actually plays is very, very important. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to load up tag test right now. Check it. Is it hard to create a mod for Halo? It's easier than most games. It's easier than most games, that's for sure. A lot of, well, I don't know really where I would place it on a scale, but I would stick to saying it's easier than most games. Why is Jono Goal 2000? This is a long-term one. Usually a typical at 100 is like kind of just like a nice way for people to support me, but I have a whole roadmap going called the Road to Reach, where over the next like month or however long it ends up taking, a year, I don't know, I have a bunch of goals going, so that way I have a good like productive excuse to actually fully delve in to Halo Reach modding in the future. So even if it takes a year, at least I'll have like full motivation, plentiful ideas, and community-oriented goals to go along with getting into Reach and putting Halo 3 to rest for a little bit, because I think by this point, Reach is overdue. Now then, let me load up Huge Ass and capture the flag so that we can kind of get a feel for this mod and then get some work done on it. So game multiplayer, DCTF, game start, levels, multi, Huge Ass remastered, Huge Ass remastered. Okay, we load the map. So I'm loading it up in tag test right now because, like I said, it really gives you more of a feel for how the game actually plays. Also, I did set it up for CTF already. I set it up for a couple multiplayer game modes. I don't think I said that. And I am excited to throw a test version onto the workshop soon and see how it plays. It's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun. Always wanted Forge World on crack. I tried to do that at least in Halo 3 with Ultimate Forge, but I do think a Forge mod in Reach would be much better. All right, 0HN4. Okay. So this is a simulated capture the flag game on Huge Ass. The teleporters work. You spawn in here. You're in the hangar bay. You've got all the vehicles around you. These I'll probably change out for something else later, the hogs. But for now, they work pretty darn soon. Or good. Sorry, I read your chat. Brandon said soon. Reach is so much better for custom games. I'll be also scripting some custom games as well to go along with stuff. Derp, thank you very much for the $5 tip. Much appreciated. Thank you for contributing to that road to Reach. Do you plan on touching up the textures on Wombat? If you do, I think the cockpit canopy would look smexy if it was a gold color. You know, I actually didn't really plan on it. The textures I got were already upscaled and with AI and everything, and I thought they looked pretty good, but I will take a look at the textures because, you know what? A gold canopy would look pretty nice. I'm partial to the blue, don't get me wrong, but I'll at least test it out with the gold one. That'd be cool. Anyway, I teleported down from the hangar. You come out here through a receiver node because obviously you don't want people coming through your teleporter spawn camping you from behind by going into your base. So if you want to get into the enemy hangar like a dummy, you got to fly in there. But yeah, you teleport down if you take the reverse teleporter. I'll probably have a vehicle teleporter that leads around here as well. But big brain time. Why not just have the land vehicles? Get ready for this. On the land already. So I've placed a Scorpion in here and like a little Golden Hog. This won't be here in the final version. It's just fun to drive around in this thing. But yeah, once you get down here, you hear the beautiful birds chirping. The wind is blowing. Your flag is sat atop your ground base right here. And it overlooks the entirety of the map. Also, the grass renders in here, which is nice. I do have some patches to fill in still. But overall, pretty decent. So here's my red flag, and the blue flag is all the way over. I don't know if you can see that scarab over there, but there's a little base right beneath the scarab's two lights, and it's identical to this one, and it's got their flag placed as well. I think I still have to place it, but it's over there. It will be over there. Drive a Warthog off the edge of the hangar. That'd be fucking amazing. Okay, deal. I will drive a Warthog off the edge of the hangar. But first, I'm going to desert bus my way across the map and take in the lovely scenery for a minute. So let's check it out real quick. This is what the desert, the huge ass bus experience is like. You drive from the base in your Speedy Hog or whatever other vehicle. You go ahead, you pass by the lovely work in progress lake. Don't stare at the foam too hard. And if you wanted to as well, I'm not 100% on the placement of these. My brother had a very good point about having maybe just one AA cannon instead of two as like something that you could fight over. But for now anyway, until I make a full-on man cannon equipment, you have a little grav lift equipment, you place it down, you jump into it, and boom, you can jump into the AA cannons and take down a longsword if you have aim good enough. which is pretty fun. And obviously exit here. Somebody tries to mess with you, you're like, hey, watch it, watch it. To install the Forge mod, yes, it's on the Steam Workshop page. Yeah, there's that. Let me get in the hog before it despawns. Nice little something to do. I was bouncing ideas around for what structure I wanted to put here in the center. But I'll be honest, I'm still indecisive on it, so I've got the temporary forge objects for the center structure for now. That said, I'm going to choose a final structure to have here very soon. I've at least temporarily placed down a neutral flag spawn point and a neutral bomb thing here. So if you want to play one flag or one bomb, you have the option to do so. You can fight over it on this huge map. But now that we're past the center of the map, I'll drive closer to the lake, because I'll be honest, it's more interesting. Spire, I'm heavily considering it, to be honest. That's one of my top picks. The Halo Reach Spire being in the center of this map would be perfect for the type of gameplay on here. Actually perfect. I actually don't know if there's a structure more perfect than Halo Reach's Spire or something similar to it being in the center of the map. I'm sold on Spire. I am too. I just want to see if there's anything Forerunner themed that I can't do for this, because I think a Forerunner themed structure would be definitely better than a Covey structure. So if I can find something Forerunner-y that fills the same niche the Spire does, then I'll do that. Otherwise, Spire's looking likely at this point. Anyway, I am now past halfway on the map. There's another AA gun for now anyway. Exactly, yeah, because with all the flying vehicles, just like on the actual map, the Spire, having a Falcon able to fly up all the way to the top, or a Banshee, and even going from all the way at the bottom with the, whatchamacallit, the grav lift, makes it nice and easy. Anyway, finally made it over here. Ideally, right, if you were trying to do capture the flag and get to the blue base flag, which I don't think is placed down right now because I got to fix up this structure, but you would find the blue base flag right here, just like how the red base flag was placed on the opposite side of the map, which, hey, would you look at that? We were just there a second ago. And yeah, you know, ideally you would have a Pelican and you would drop somebody off and you would be like, bitch, get the fucking flag. And they would grab the flag, run away. You'd have to fight your way through probably somebody in an AA gun, probably dodge a longsword nuke because, you know, it's huge ass. There's longsword nukes. And that would be a whole ass thing happening around you. This grass would not be here, first of all. Let me just say, there would not be grass here. Demon, thank you for the $5. Much, much appreciated. That foreigner base thing that you fight the 2 scarabs outside. Would that be good for this? You know what? It might be a good way to split up the map. It is a really big structure. You know, that is a very good point. I'm going to take a look at that. I kind of thought it would be too large, but actually it might be exactly what I need. I will look into it. The Citadel might be too big. You know, you say that, but it might be too small. This map is enormous. Arc control room? Does the Arc control room have an exterior that I could use? No, it does. It's actually massive now that I think about it. And it's double-sided, which is perfect for a symmetrical map. Good point, Nemo. Both of those would be ideal structures. Well, maybe not ideal because they don't have a landing pad at the top like the Spire does. But they would both be quite good nonetheless. Anyway, you can kind of get a feel for the terrain of this map, how it would play to be in a land vehicle. Joe the Assassin, thank you very much for the $5. Please stop the ramming damage the AA cannon takes. The ram kills it so easily. I will. I will not place an AA cannon on this map if it still has ramming damage, which is a dumb thing to say. What I'm trying to say is I'll fix it. But thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Now then, AA cannon, beautiful, needs to be fixed. Oh yeah, I do want to say every vehicle that will be on this map, unlike Ultimate Forge, where the Citadel is the Arc control room. Oh, I thought you meant the mission, the Arc, because there was that really big structure that you can that you go inside of toward the end of the mission after the Scarab fight, which looks very similar to the structure on the Covenant, where you the actual, excuse me, control room. That's what I was thinking of when you said that. I took it very literally. Or more, I should say technically. But yeah, so I'm going to take a look at that. I might even open up Blender today and throw in the structure to see if I can get it to fit well. But I don't think I'll be doing any map rendering as far as like exporting out the structure and importing into the game, only because at this point, with 400 plus objects, trees, and rocks, it takes like 10 minutes to export. I was trying to stream a show to some people in Discord at the same time as I was exporting a map, and like my PC was shitting the bed, and people were like, why the fuck is the show lagging? And I'm like, I don't know, that's weird, man. It's super weird. Can you still put something on the map? Can you put the mammoth? 2 mammoths. You know, the mammoth ended up becoming like a meme in my Discord server for a while. But I hate to say it, the mammoth would be perfect on this map. Actually, that's a lie. There's too many trees for the mammoth. But if there were less trees, it would be perfect. Oh, you know what I also didn't... I didn't say this on stream. I did mention it in supporter chat on my Discord server. But when I was going through the map and looking at the trees, I discovered... excuse me. An error in my ways. There were tons of trees stacked inside of each other. So I kept looking around the map and I was like, wow, why the hell is there like so few trees? I placed down 400. I had to manually check every single tree on the map, and I discovered that a ton of trees were stacked inside of each other, and I ended up fixing it. So now there shouldn't be any more of that, and the forests became a lot denser than the last time I did a run through. So if it looks like there's more trees than there used to be, it's probably because there is a lot more trees than there used to be. Capture the flat. Capture the flat. Yeah. So let me give you the quick experience. Oh yeah, I did decide to keep the Halo 3 default pelican animations. If any of you have objections to that, I am open to hearing it, but for now, this is the animation set I'll be using for the pelican. I think people who are fans of the original Halo 3 pelican will be satisfied by this. And you know what? As much as they are technically less visually interesting than the extra animation that I had on there, I'm okay with it. Makes me so happy. Yeah, a part of me is happy with it too. It's like, this is the OG Halo 3 Pelican experience. You know, it's the little things. It's the little things. But yeah, if you thought that flying a Pelican was going to increase or decrease your travel time substantially, I'm afraid to say this map is enormous. Can you make the trees destructible? Unfortunately, no. Because if I want the trees to look good, they have like nice shadows that they cast, and the leaves have shading and shadows on them as well. And the only way to do that, sadly, is to fully bake them into the map as permanently fixed objects. Does the H2A Pelican have those animations? Yes, but that's because it's literally the Halo 2 Pelican's animations, which is where that came from. It's huge. Ass. But yeah, the map is enormous. If the name didn't give it away. Objection, make the front engines have good textures. Wait a minute. You saying that just made me realize this is using the classic Halo 3 textures. There's an updated Pelican texture that goes unused in Halo 3 ODST, and I'm not using it. I released Ultimate Forge and I didn't have the updated Pelican textures that like 3 people will notice. Fuck! How could I make such a rookie mistake? I'm obsessed with Pelicans and I didn't catch that. What's wrong with me? I fell off, dude. I fell off. ODST Banshee 2, you're right! I didn't add the ODST Banshee to the list. Which admittedly is not a big deal because there's already like 3 versions of the Banshee on the map. But still, it flies so smooth, so good. Didn't you also upscale it at one point? I never had to. Halo 3 ODST had a way nicer, way higher resolution texture set for the Pelican. And it was really good. And I'm not using it like a plebeian, like a heathen. I'm gonna have to go grab those from ODST this stream because they look really good. Literally just a straight up upgrade. Same exact style of texture, just better detail, better resolution, more contrast. Just makes the Pelican look better. Straight up, in every way it is an improvement in my eyes. Modding noob, I know, I fell off. I really fell off. But hey, at least this is the classic Halo 3 Pelican experience right here. Full on, huge, enormous. Alright. I think this is a good rundown. You guys kind of get the gist of how the map feels and plays a little bit. It'll obviously be way different when people are dropping nukes from long swords and you're stressing about how to get across the entirety of the map and not die. But you know, that's all part of the future experience when we start doing play tests on this map shortly. You also forgot the Pelican's boob textures. How could you? I know. Rookie mistake. I didn't even model titties on the Pelican. Like, dude, can I even call myself a modder anymore? Alright, can I suggest a waterfall? That is a good suggestion. Actually, it's been suggested quite a few times now. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something else. I put an Easter egg on the map already. Good luck. Nobody found it on Ultimate Forge until I gave it away after like 3 weeks when nobody found it. But you know what? There you go. There's an Easter egg on the map already. Where my big titty goth Pelican GF? It's a good question. Download the mod in like, I don't know, a week and find out. Classic C4. It makes me happy. Oh. Some big boy explosions right now. What is the Easter egg? I don't know. You'll have to find out. Where's the Ultimate Forge Easter egg? Okay, look, I gave it away. It's in the very, very corner of the map. Slightly underwater. Which corner? Well, you'll have to fly for several minutes to find out. Wish you the best of luck. Spy balloon? No, it's not the spy balloon. Okay, I did not put the Chinese spy balloon on Ultimate Forge. Or did I? Idea for CTF. Promethean enemies appear sometimes to make it difficult for players to capture the flag. I'm going to keep Prometheans out of my Halo 3 mods for the time being. That said, one thing I did consider for the road to reach was to do the Guardian, the Halo 3 Guardian, because I have nearly completed that, but I was like, that's not really reach, so no Guardian on the roadmap for the road to reach. That's something I'll just do on my own time at some point. Is it worth looking at Halo 2 for some Foreigner Geo? Yeah, I mean, it would be, considering the hangars up here. Whoop, I switched to the wrong scene. My bad. The hangars up in the walls are literally Halo 1 geometry. Admittedly, there's some of the most detailed Halo 1 geometry that you can find. Well, I don't know if I'd say the most detailed, but it's nice. So yeah, Halo 2 geometry would work. It definitely would work, and I could make it look nice. So yeah, just remember, guys, I hate to admit it, but this is Halo 1 geometry in here, just retextured with Halo 3 lighting and textures. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone, or I swear this is totally up-to-date Halo 3. Don't give it away until 2 months if no one finds out. Listen, if you know where the Easter eggs are on the original Huge Ass on Halo Custom Edition, you pretty much know where the Easter eggs are on this map. I didn't hide it anywhere new. It's in the same place. So if you know, you know. Some Delta Halo stone structures would be cool. You know, that is a very underused aesthetic. I think a modern Foreigner aesthetic would look good here just because it works really nicely in Halo 3 campaign. And I kind of want to achieve that same vibe, but I agree. Very underused. A nice aesthetic. One of the best maps I've seen on the Steam Workshop right now for Halo 3 is a remake of Sanctuary in Halo 3, and they did a damn good job of updating that like Delta Halo aesthetic. Very, very impressive. Really like it. Alright, now my question to you guys is, what comes next? I'm thinking we make landing gear. I am thinking we make landing gear. Ooh, yeah, glassing beam. Absolutely. Is something that's going to be in Halo Reach. I don't know if you guys saw, but on Extinction 3.0, I kind of dropped the mod and fell out of Halo modding for like a month or two, and Green kept the mod going for a long time, and he made a weapon on Old Extinction that was so fucking cool, where it was a target locator, but what happens is an entire Covenant cruiser flies in over the map out of slip space, glasses the area around where you target located, and then slip space jumps back out of the system, and it is fucking awesome. I want to do something like that for Extinction and Reach if we end up hitting that goal. I think it'll be absolutely sick. In fact, I think I have the Corvette on this map as well. Let me go ahead and switch over to Sapien again and close tag test, so we're back in the editor. Where I'm afraid to say that mod is long dead and gone. Updates have long since ended it, but it's something I'm heavily considering remaking. And I already have all the assets in Reach for making that. And considering, let's see, do I have it on the map? I don't. It looks like I removed it. Let me add it. The Corvette that I ported from Reach and like did all the enhancements for and everything. Yeah, in 3 here, Oh, it's in the ground. Everything's lagging. It's inside like 10 objects. I remade the Corvette in Halo 3's, well, more of Halo 3's art style, even though it's still very low quality because it's like a level of detail model. But the glassing beam. Oh, the glassing beam. Wait, I have to do it. This is something I haven't done on stream in a while, but you know, it's honestly a shame that I haven't done it. It's just so satisfying, dude. It's just really so satisfying. I have to mention the Corvette doesn't actually have a glassing beam. I do know that. I do know that. I received a lot of shit because it's technically something that the Corvette doesn't have. The Corvette actually has, I think, like a giant grav lift, a lot like the Halo CE mission has. I'm blanking on the name of the mission. That's embarrassing. The sniper mission. The nighttime sniper mission. You know the one. Truth and is it? No, it's not Truth and Reconciliation. Oh, it is Truth and Reconciliation. Yeah. Oh, it's just so satisfying to watch. Doing this on my old ODST map, I was just like, oh, I'm so immersed. I'm just so damn immersed. It was a truly special thing. It's not a glassing beam, it's a laser beam. The Corvette does have some fancy lasers. You know, they do. And fun fact, the giant laser cannons on the Corvette are full-on vehicles that are piloted by AI that a player actually can get into. Any way to make that the neutral base? I mean, technically, yeah, that could be the neutral base. You would have to fly up onto it. You know, that actually does give me an interesting idea. I don't know if I like this, but I'm gonna place something down on the map, and I wanna get your guys' take on this because delete Corvette, goodbye. I think I have it as a scenery object, and I have to add it into the map. I have it under objects, vehicles. I think it's vehicles. Super carrier. So I never finished this. I've said for a long time I want to finish this. Wow, that's a little big. This is using a Halo Reach model, I think. Yeah, it is. Oh, wait. Sorry, this isn't even the right one, but I do love this one. I did this a really long time ago on stream, so some of you haven't seen this before. This is not a custom modeled super carrier at all. So in Halo Reach, this exists. However, you've probably never seen it like this because the texturing covers up the fact that this whole ship has like custom assault carrier armored plating that looks super badass. This is actually the model of the Long Night of Solace. The Long Night of Solace does not look like this in the cutscenes, but in one of the first cutscenes, this is what the Long Night of Solace looks like. Why does it switch halfway through Halo Reach's story? I could not tell you, but it does. And this is what the Long Night of Solace looks like when it takes down the frigate Grafton from above. You know when the frigate Grafton gets fucking slammed by a glassing beam and it pans up and you see the huge long night of Solace? It's this model. And for whatever reason, when I cleaned up the specular map on this model and made it look way shinier and less dirty, it's got all this really cool shit. This black armored plating that's like layered and like it looks like plate mail or something. It's really cool. I don't know why it looks different, but I love the design of it. In fact, on my original Extinction map, it was using this, but Halo Reach's shaders on this looked really bad, and it was like all purple, and like you couldn't see any of this detail. I think the armor plating fits more in assault carriers, right? It literally looks so good. But this is actually not the one I meant to spawn in. The one I meant to spawn in was... Is it Covenant Carrier Scenery? I think this might be it. Let me see. Is this my custom one? This is my custom one. Okay. So, as for a suggestion, one of you said, what if I put a Corvette in the middle of the map? Actually not a bad idea, but I want to think this through really quickly. And let me scale this up like to 2 times or something enormous. The reason I say not a bad idea is because I modeled a version of this carrier where I actually put an interior, right? It's not okay. It's not the most impressive interior ever, but it's a large hangar bay. And this was originally going to be used on Ultimate Forge for a base that you could just easily place down. It's got like ramps. It was supposed to be modeled. Okay, that needs to be re-UV'd, but it's supposed to be like, oh, place down some phantoms in here, maybe some spirits, whatever else, and all of the doorways are big enough to fly out. And what I was thinking is, this actually could be a good center base for the map if I manage to make a gravity lift right here that actually takes you up and inside. Only if that happened. And the reason I say that is I don't want the center structure on this map to I don't want it to be exclusive to air vehicles. Ground vehicles and people like troops, infantry should be able to get into the center structure. You should not be required to have a flying vehicle. So that's why I'm like iffy on this, because this was not designed originally with the idea of a little, excuse me, grav lift being like a centerpiece of it. That being said, I could technically do that. Can a Scarab fit in there? Theoretically, a Scarab could fit in here because I haven't actually decided on the final scale of it. I haven't even made a physics model for this yet. So if I were to spawn it, I'd just fall right through it for the time being. But if I made it really big, and in the Halo Reach mod Extinction, the hangars were, this thing was so massive that a Scarab could actually walk out of the hangars comfortably, which, for the record, looked badass in the OG Extinction trailer I made. Just want to point that out. That was a sick moment. And every time you would like fly your Saber in and you would see a Scarab just like lurching its way out of the hangar, you're just like, oh shit. A Trucius style carrier, a Scarab would easily fit. God, you know, I gotta get some motivation for Reach mods. I mean, it's probably gonna be a little while before we actually get to Reach because I set a really absurd, like disturbing goal, but we'll get there one day. One day. Numbers start adding up over long periods of time. Cultured Desert, thank you very much for the $3 tip. I appreciate you contributing to the road to Reach. Much appreciated. Got any water? Eating a dozen Popeyes biscuits again and I forgot my drink. Yo, that's a lot of biscuits. You're gonna eat a dozen? Hello? That can't be good for your body. It will be very good for your taste buds, but just think about all of that biscuit. Can you check Discord supporter chat? Ignore the Pringles lit there. I'm afraid to check, but I will check. Oh my god. Ooh, got some Halo gummies. What the hell? Sorry, somebody made a really dumb joke in supporter chat. Oh my god. I can't leak it. I can't leak it. It's exclusive content. Alright, teleporter's cool. Vehicle's cool. I don't know if I want to do animations for this weapon on stream, tell me, would you guys at all be interested? I don't even know if I should ask. Maybe I'll just do it at some point on stream, either today or over the next few days. I need to do elite first-person animations for this C4. Right now, the Spartan animations look pretty good. They're not perfect, but I'd say they're acceptable. But I haven't done any of the elite first-person animations. And I think maybe it would be interesting to stream. It would be a bit tedious, admittedly, but it would be nice. Basically, the way that I'm looking at the mod right now and the checklist for it is there's a couple things that need to be done. Spirit, damage states, long swords, more detail in the damage states, and the third vehicle on that list is the Wombat, landing gear, and damage states. And then that covers the vehicles. The vehicles are totally taken care of with that. Spirit, longsword, and Wombat. That's it. Landing gear and damage states. Slight adjustments to damage states. Full-on damage states. Totally doable for the record. And I should be able to get that done reasonably quickly. Damage states are tedious, but they also look so good when they work well. It also needs tweaks to the missiles. That's true. I should say I need to adjust the weapons on that, and I'll probably add adjustments to the longsword weapons as well. So besides those three things on those vehicles, the only other thing right now that I'm currently stressing about a little bit is the C4. Because, damn, it does take a lot of work to get full-on first-person weapon animations. Can we just take a moment to appreciate all the people who do first-person weapon animations in the industry, but also the Halo modders who put in the effort to make first-person animations for weapons? Because after doing admittedly, the animations on the C4 are really simple, but even after doing these simple animations, I have a newfound respect for people who do that. First person who comes to mind, by the way, is Control-Alt-Destroy, who specializes really in these first-person animations. Cultured Desert, thank you very much for the $3 tip into the Road to Reach. Much, much appreciated. Elite animation should be a top priority. This this post is sponsored by Dino Gang. Yeah. Dino Gang. It will be a top priority. There is no way in hell that I am not doing some decent animations for elites. Also, I've never done elite animations before, and that sounds really fun. Bruh, Hyper's FPS animations are no joke. I don't actually know what specifically what that means, but I have seen some very impressive first-person animations recently. Very fucking cool. Very, very fucking cool. Next, do Road to 4. One day. One day. Alright, I think I want to start today, actually. Ooh. Ooh, did you see that? Maybe you didn't see that because my webcam was covering it. I was about to start... Go watch Hyper stuff on stream. Okay, okay, maybe I will. But first I want to get some work done because this mod needs some solid progress. Hey, yo, Alex P gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Holy shit, that's super generous. Hey, yo, look at these people sniping memberships. Thank you. I really, really love when people give memberships because people here in the community get benefits from it, and it's not always just about me. So thank you very much. That's super generous, and I appreciate the fuck out of you for that. Do you guys see it? On the left side of my screen? That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. I moved the center of the bounding box. I moved the bounding box and the Pelican forward because the more forward the bounding box is, the easier it is to get in the driver's seat. And I did not make it bigger. I only moved it, which means it now cuts off on the back. And I believe that happens also on the Phantom and probably the Spirit and Longsword as well. Time to fix that shit. This is a super quick fix, though. This will literally take me like 30 seconds per vehicle. Watch in awe. Actually, wait, let me first turn on bounding boxes. A few vehicles do that? Yeah, that was an oversight on my part. It's a really rookie mistake, but I almost never touch vehicle bounding boxes, so I totally overlooked the fact that moving it meant that the perfectly scaled default bounding boxes for these OG Bungie-made vehicles would then be affected. Because usually I overestimate the bounding box, like on the longsword, for example, which I don't think has that issue, actually. Yeah, the longsword's perfect, because I just always overestimate bounding boxes, just in case. Yes, Hippo, I do remember my old Herobrine videos. The good old days. Okay, watch how easy this is, too. I literally should patch this in Ultimate Forge, because it's so easy. Wow, bounding radius 6. Oh, it's still not fixed. Huh. Okay, updated. It's still not fixed. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. And there we go, fixed. It no longer disappears when it goes off screen slightly. And the Phantom also does it. You can see it disappears off the corner of the screen there when I look a little too far away. So I'm going to also add 1 to the Phantom, which in the files, I have my custom Phantom multiplayer variant. Very, very beautiful vehicle. Gotta love it. Which, by the way, this Phantom I actually made for my map Overpass because I really needed a polished version of the Phantom. I'm sad to say it's actually not as polished as I would like. Very sad. Alright. Did that fix it? Yeah, there we go. You can't see it disappearing anymore off screen. Look at that. Look at that. Remember the anti-air scarab? I do. I do. You know, the anti-air scarab would be pretty beastly on this map. Considering the AA guns are probably going to get put to good use. Also, I don't want to do this because I want to keep things as vanilla as possible. But dude, the anti-air cannon's projectile is kind of slow. Like, I was firing it. Like, look at this. Just, I'll give you a... Oh no, a longsword's in the air across the map. Let me try to snipe it. Still going. Still going. Yeah, I think I might need to speed that up. You're not going to hit shit at that speed. And on other maps, I would think to adjust it, but this map is just actually that big. Slow-ass plasma bullet. You really would think it's faster. Same effects, just a faster projectile? Yeah, literally exactly what I was thinking. Also, as the other Pelican and Phantom little bug that I just fixed was easy to fix, this should also, theoretically anyway, be very easy to fix. I literally just go into the projectile that the AA cannon shoots, which is this one right here, and I go to velocity. Wait, it's only 50? That is so slow. There are guns that shoot faster. Like, there are Covenant weapons that shoot faster projectile weapons than that. That is kind of depressing. Okay, let's see. What does double speed look like? That is more reasonable. Actually, that kind of strikes a balance. Maybe I could make it slightly faster, but honestly, that seems pretty good. You could, with heavy leading, snipe stuff from across the map with that. And if something came up really close to you... Let's see, how long would the travel time be against that rock? Okay, look at the distance. Pretty close, right? That rock there, compared to this AA gun. Let's see, how close is that actually? How long would that travel time be? That feels right to me. I don't know about you guys, but at the distance between these two objects being like medium close distance for the scale of this map, I think it's actually not a bad, still a bit slow. Make it hit scan. Oh yes, now that is balance. I think considering if you get shot by this thing, direct hit, it is an instant kill. That's balanced. I will. So here's my plan with this. It definitely needed this speed up. I'm going to keep it here for now. I see you guys saying it should be faster in chat, and I do not actually disagree with you, but I've had this habit and I've noticed a pattern where things seem like they're underpowered, but then you actually go into a play test and then you're just like, oh my God, now I made it way too overpowered. And I have done that so many times. So I'm going to keep it at this level now, double the speed, and I'm going to do a play test over the next couple days, just to see how the map plays and see if it's any fun. And one of the things I'll test is the AA cannon speed, and if this feels good, then I'll keep it there, but I think it's probably in a good place. And the reason I think it's in a good place is because it feels slightly underpowered. Generally in the tools, when I'm just like messing around, something seems like it might be slightly underpowered. Generally means it's actually balanced. I learned that the hard way with a lot of the vehicles on Ultimate Forge. So my gut says this is actually good. Okay, sorry about the chair stream there for a second. Should be good, should be good. There is an interesting thing that's occurred recently. I don't know if this is just something that happens in the tools, but sometimes this thing just blows up randomly. Like, it'll just sit there idly and then blow up. And nothing that I can think of that I've done purposely to it causes it to explode randomly. And I've not noticed it happening in-game, at least not to my knowledge. But if I notice it happening in-game, then I'll do it. Collision? I don't know. Missed my dono. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to miss it. I got distracted there. But thank you for the $2 super chat. Much appreciated. As always, Demon. What if it homes in like the AA Wraith? I'm going to have to go with probably a no on that. Reason being is, like I said a moment ago, it is an instant kill. If you get a direct hit, it's an instant kill. So I kind of like the idea that it's a bit of a skill shot. If you don't hit a direct hit, it still does a shit ton of damage. But if, like, let's say there's a pelican, right, that's landed on the ground over here. I don't know why I'm pretending. I can literally spawn a pelican. I'll show you. Pelican has, like, the same health as, like, the Phantom. And I think the Spirit has, like, slightly more. Whoops. I thought I was in it. So when I get in this, if I land a shot near the pelican, there. I think I missed, actually. Let's say I land a shot near the pelican, like there. It was not a direct hit. It was just right near it. It basically just only took splash damage. It halved the pelican's health, right? Splash damage takes the pelican to, like, I think about half health. That the two engines signifies half health, because then this blows up and then this blows up and then it dies. It's a little less than half health. But when you hit that skill shot, when you get that 360 no scope and you get a direct headshot on the pelican, let's see if I can actually do that. I shoot directly at it. Direct hit is an instant kill. I've set it up to do a ton of direct impact damage and just like a generally large amount of like AoE splash damage. So if you hit your skill shots, it's dirty. But if you just are hitting AoE shots, it's just like, okay, well, you did damage and you did good damage, but it wasn't anything to write home about. Also, considering it's built like a railgun, it shouldn't home, I think. Yeah. Yeah, long story short, it's decently balanced, I think. Like I said, playtest pending, alright? We'll find out, but I think it's good. Hit scan, but it does the damage of a sniper rifle. The sniper rifle might be a little weak. Ever seen the Kraken, the large cubby tripod thing in Halo 5? Yeah, the Kraken and also the Harvester from Halo 4 Spartan Ops would be both very interesting things to put into the game. You know, once I eventually get to doing a large amount of Halo 4 modding, oh, that Harvester is getting turned into a vehicle you already know. Maybe have it like a grenade launcher in a way where it can explode in the air. I would do that, but the sad truth of the matter is Halo 3 doesn't have that weapon type. I would actually only be able to make that in Halo Reach. As far as I know, it's a to my recollection, the grenade launcher was like a new addition to the engine. Did you say Halo 4 modding? Hey, chill. Hey, relax, man. All right. I think you said Halo 4 modding. Listen, I will admit, making a drivable Kraken would be top tier video content. Imagine the Lich in BTB. Oh, I know. I think Abyss made a mod one time with a flyable lich. Yeah, I remember playing it actually. It was really fun. The harvester looks like a beetle. The scarab also kind of looks like a beetle. Forgot the harvester existed. I often forget about Halo 4 stuff, so I feel you on that. Okay, for a moment here, I'm gonna open up the jet, the lovely Wombat that I'm staring dead into. In the Blendor, here it is in all of its beauty and grace. And I'm sad to say that yes, the landing gear is a cube. Don't judge me, it worked for the time. But a lot like the landing gear on the longsword, like the landing gear the longsword used to have before I yeeted and deleted it. I think I'm just going to do a very similar setup to what it had there. Rejected when he realizes a 256k triangle limit per region. Holy shit, that's a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily mind splitting up models for Halo 3 into like many different pieces because, you know, eventually you can get into the game, but damn, it needs to go. We need a better landing gear. Yeah, we do. You're 100% right about that. I think I want to set it up like how the longsword landing gear was. In fact, I hate to say it, but I'm actually kind of tempted to rip the longsword landing gear from the old longsword model and just like slap it onto here because it would work a lot better on this model than it would on the longsword. Do I try it? Do I try it? Okay, I think I'm gonna try it. Old school longsword landing gear. Open up Halo 3 models, longsword H2A. I believe longsword 3 has the landing gear. Let's see. I only have the destroyed one showing, but yes. So basically, if I take this landing gear part right here, this front part, shrink the wheels a little, well, maybe, and then move this part up, and then move this part down, like that, kind of how I had it when I was testing the longsword a little bit ago. I think that'll actually look really good for the Wombat. So I'm gonna open that up actually. So this is base hull and longsword 3. Let me go back to the drone and append, and we'll grab that longsword model, longsword 3 object, all the way at the bottom, and it was base hull. Damn. Oh, that Gmod landing gear. Listen, I want to get this mod done, okay? I just want to get the mod done. So we'll clear parent, delete the old thingy thing, and then snag all of this. Separate it out, and then we can actually get rid of the longsword completely. And I will remove all unused materials. I'm going to clear out all these extra face maps, clear out all the vertex groups except for, what is it? Front landing gear 1, 2. Is it just that? Front landing gear 1 and 2. Yeah, that's all I need to keep. It's really nice to just make sure that your models are clean and working well. UV map is called UV map. UV map is, oh. Almost had an oopsie with the UV maps. But yeah, now I'll parent this to the armature. And then join these together. And now, landing gear is a part of this. Before I even... No, actually, I'll scale this to the right amount. Can I get a feel for it? There we go. You... Wait a minute. Oh, it's shaded smooth. It's actually looking pretty good. I'm creating an ultimate force map, and I say we need a Corvette prop in our next update. Yeah, I agree, actually. A lot of people end up having to use the Corvette vehicle and then, like, place it on a small platform, which is like, damn. Jacob Cook, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you, thank you. Your 11th stream, as Tolkien put it. I like that. 11st. Tolkien would say something like that. Would write something like that anyway. But thank you. I did get a little like get a little happy moment when I was writing the stream title, and I was like, oh, look at that! I finally made it to stream 111. Look at me go, streaming away. All right, wow, that's a thick wheel. That's a real thick wheel. So let's say it's about to here, about like halfway through this square. That's where I need to get this, about halfway through the square like that. Let's see, does that work? It needs to be a little bigger. Like that? I think still slightly bigger. And then it's actually off center. That's kind of bothering me. Yeah, there we go. Hey, that actually looks decent for like the landing gear. I might move it slightly forward though. Why the fuck do the robots in Atomic Heart have nipples? Do they have nipples? Is that true? Can somebody confirm that? Kinda hot. Yeah, that's gonna look good actually. This was the right choice, I think. I've seen the twin robots from Atomic Heart, and I'm gonna be respectful when I say nice. Base developers. Confirmed. Well, looks like I'm buying Atomic Heart. God damn. Metal nipples, probably aluminum. We'll have to do some research on that one. We'll have to really double check the science there. Don't want to get that wrong. It sure would be embarrassing to get the metal wrong. I'll do a study on it. I'll write a paper about it. Don't worry. I'll get to it. They say in game that the ballerinas are not just performing. Well, are the robots just females? I'm pretty sure. I haven't played Atomic Heart. I've just seen memes on Twitter about it, but I'm fairly certain they are just full-on robots. Anthony, do I dare read what you just wrote? You just wrote a paragraph after we just talked about these robots. This is going to sound awful, but the wheels are going to need to be made of either ceramic or aluminum. Rubber can't handle the speeds the koala would be coming at. Okay, listen, I appreciate your commitment to calling it the koala, but I'm sorry, this is not the koala, okay? I don't mean to be rude, I don't mean to be mean, okay? But this is not the koala. It's the Wombat. Which, by the way, does it bother anyone else that this vehicle is literally lore-friendly, totally canon, but it doesn't follow the naming scheme that everything else does? Pelican, Sparrowhawk, I think there's even a raven. There's the hawk, the vulture. They're all birds of prey. And then we have the fucking wombat. The wombat? Huh? Longsword? Okay, you got me there. You got me there. The wombat is a drone? I guess so. Maybe that permits it a separate naming scheme. Culture Desert, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you, thank you. They are robots, and they go into a robosexual group in some dialogue. And I mentioned the ballerinas are not just ballerinas. I see. Now, I'm not saying robots are hot. Anyway, Demon, thank you so much for the 2. Appreciate it. DMs. DMs. Checking DMs. Oh my god, they do have nipples. What the fuck? How did I never notice that? I've seen so many clips of it on Twitch. God, we really have the technology. Incredible. All right, I am ready to animate this beauty. Yeah, can I just say shout out to the in-universe company that created those robots? Too bad the game was mid. Yeah, I heard the dialogue in the game was actually like very, unfortunately, cringy. Like the main character just like never stops talking. He's like, whoa, whoa, what's going on, everybody? Whoa. What the hell? Oh, I see what's happening here. This is now landing gear 1, and then this one, though, gets removed from landing gear 1, and this one gets removed from landing gear 2. So now when I select landing gear 2, it selects that, and this is landing gear 1. Looks pretty good. Make sure the armature modifier is enabled. It is. Go to pose mode. That rotates. That rotates. Look at that! Rigged up landing gear in 2 seconds, which admittedly was not that impressive, but it works. Jacob Cook with the 2. Thank you so much. Heard about the accidental genitalia in The Witcher 3. Wait, what? I actually... No, I have not. What did they do this time? Is there Geralt Dong in the game? Is that what you're talking about? Is that a thing? Do location or rotation. Okay, for this animation, I've got an idea. This will go up and in like that. And then it goes after that. It goes RY90 and then up completely in. And then we do location and rotation so the animation's like... Oh, wait. Oh, ooh. There. So it kind of like goes... And that's going to be the official sound effect, by the way. It goes... And it's in. Okay, sick. It's like it's a quick little 1 second animation. So it's perfect. I literally, that's it. That's all that needed to be done. Easy peasy. Done. Probably. Hopefully. Oh god, hopefully. Rejected 1. People are saying to put the twins into Halo, and 2, after doing the research, the metal you're looking for is mercury. I think it is not mercury, because then anybody who touched it would die quickly. Well, probably slowly, actually. But still, you would die. Do I put the twins in Halo? Yeah, you know... Yes. Yes. Alright, alright. Thoughts, opinions, replace... Hold on. I'm forming a thought. You no longer fight brutes in Halo 3. You fight the twins. Thoughts. What about Osprey? Osprey's a bird of prey, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Please don't add the explicit detail. Listen, Charles. Listen. I didn't make the models and textures, all right? I'm just a single man. And also a single man. Okay, so this would be what? Closing? Combat closing. Okay, so I'm going to export this animation out. There's a JMA. This is a Halo 3 JMA combat closing. So this is the animation I just exported. So this is combat closing is the animation for when you get into the driver's seat. So when the Banshee, you get in, it's called combat closing when the hatch closes. So that's going to be what happens when you get in the driver's seat. And then all I have to do is inverse the animation like that. So now there's an animation where it starts closed and then opens up. And that... Actually, I should probably make this landing gear. Make it like a suspension animation now that I think about it. Whatever, I'll figure out how it works once I get these animations in game. But this will be combat opening. Demon, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Trust me, it's Mercury. Listen, I don't want it to be Mercury. Don't let it be Mercury. All right. I'm alt-tabbing. I will pause for just a moment while we get the landing gear in game. We've got all the files for it right here. Let me go into them. Yep, checks out. We go into the vehicles. We're going to get this new landing gear enhanced. The enhanced landing gear in game. So, it should be good. I just need to now... Oh, wait. I got to get the animations as well. Bing, bang, boom. Then all I have to do now is import them. Easy peasy. Tool, fast, render objects, vehicles... Drone alpha final. Oh, wait. I have to go steal the wheel textures. I almost forgot about that. It's Longsword Gear is the name of it. So I need to actually steal that really quickly. This will actually give shaders and textures to the new landing gear. The Longsword Gear, put that into Drone Alpha. I should probably have changed that name. Also, do the capitals matter? I don't think they do. I'm just going to hope they don't. Anyway, that's fine. Now I can just... And I opened Overwatch. Alright. Okay, it's importing the new model with... all the good stuff. Road to Reach, new Reach extinction map. Yeah, since we're like halfway through the stream, well, no, I'm probably gonna stream for a long time today, but I'll go over Road to Reach briefly, really quickly. So instead of doing daily tip goals for the next foreseeable future, I have a much longer term goal in mind. This is called the Road to Reach, for those of you guys who didn't see it yet. And it's a bunch of community-oriented goals where basically if we hit these larger and larger scale tip goals using the tip link in the description, I'm going to do various things. We already hit the first goal thanks to Demon, literally within like the first 5 seconds because he's insane. And that was to do a cursed mod and meme stream. So just a really fun stream or two where I just make like a really ridiculous cursed mod with like rat guns and Among Us. And I basically maybe polish those up a little bit and add a bunch of new stuff and take just ridiculous suggestions from you guys. I think it's honestly going to be a lot of fun. I thought that was like the perfect one to do for 250 because it's like even if we don't hit any of the others, we at least guaranteed get the cursed mod, which is going to be like the most fun one. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to do that soon. But because it's the Road to Reach, basically there's going to be a community vehicle vote where I do a whole voting system if we hit that goal, where you guys cumulatively list out your favorite vehicles over time. Then I put it up to a poll and we vote on the top one, and then we decide whether to put it in Halo 3 or Reach, or maybe even both. Then there's a space battle mod for Reach I'll do with big Covenant capital ships and stuff. That'll be a lot of fun. Then I'll remake Extinction in Reach instead of Halo 3, which is honestly, let's be real, it needs to be done in Reach anyway. It'll be way better. We can have fully functioning scarabs in there theoretically. And then finally, if we hit the final goal, I will redesign a lot of, if not all of my stream elements to match the Reach aesthetic. And then I will basically transition most of my modding time to Reach. Basically, I won't be opening Halo 3 for a little while. I'll be making tons of vehicles and weapons and maps for Reach and getting back into Reach like I used to back in the day. So there you go. That's the rundown on Road to Reach. So if you guys want to contribute to it, just use the tip link in the description. Unfortunately, Super Chats don't count towards it. I wish they did, but that's not how the setup is. And unfortunately, I looked it up, and there's nothing I can do about that because Streamlabs is closed source or some shit, even though basic OBS is open source. Really sick, really wicked, but it is what it is. And honestly, tips are better for me anyway, but whatever. You know, YouTube doesn't steal 30% of all this stuff that you guys send my way, so you know, that is a thing. But yeah, that's what Road to Reach is. Long-term goal with Road to Reach is that I mod Reach, because you guys have been asking for forever, and honestly, I do have the urge to mod it. I just need to take the plunge and pull the trigger instead of modding Halo 3 for another year. Thanks for explaining. No problem. No problem. All right, I think... Oh my god, the drone is broken. Please tell me I can refresh to fix. Oh, yes. Do I hate the landing gear, though? It kind of fits. Something about it does feel a little off to me, but it also makes sense as an aircraft to have landing gear like that. It's a lot better than the little plane, I'll say that. In the aircraft style, landing gear fits this vehicle a lot more than I feel like it did with the longsword. That was totally worth the few minutes it took to make that. Ooh, look at that little animation. That's so good. It's at a pretty quick speed, too. Wait. There's flood music playing. I have to remove this. We're on my new playlist. We're in an era where I can remove songs from the playlist. No more flood music. Wait, what the fuck? My bullets move it. My bullets just... They're just that powerful. They're just that powerful. Let me just fix that. It'll take me 2 seconds here. I go into the folder for it, which is right here. We stare at a bunch of lovely data. Super, super fascinating, I know. And acceleration scale. Any force that is applied to this is how much it accelerates. I'm going to put this to like 0.4. Yeah, 0.4. Rejected, do you know what a burgle is? I don't know what a burgle is. I'm afraid to tell you. I really don't know what a burgle is. Let me watch this animation again. What is a burgle? Enlighten me. Should there be a secondary landing gear? Is it fine resting on its wings? Whew, there probably should be secondary landing gear, but because the wings do go so far down, I think I'll just leave it like this for now. Hey, Derp, thank you very much for the $5 tip, and thank you for contributing to the Road to Reach. Much, much appreciated. Are you going to add rear landing gear? Technically, I just answered that question. The lazy part of me says no, but the realistic part of me says, yeah, that's a good idea. What if landing gear is kind of like a shark fin? Huh. That's kind of like what the longsword has, actually. It kind of rests on its, like, rear tail piece and on the landing, or the little strip thingy. Alright. What I'll say about this landing gear for now, is I'm going to leave it on its fins because the height just works really well, but theoretically... Actually, no, I don't know... You know what? It is staying like this. Because I know in Halo 3, on the map Longshore, there are little 2D flat images of this thing sitting on deck, and it is resting on its fins. And secondary to that, there really is no place to put landing gear except like right here. And the fins are already so close, it kind of defeats the purpose. But you know what? For now, it's keeping all that stuff. Demon, thank you very much for another $5. Appreciate you. AI Halo 2 Scarab landing animation makes demolition go brrr. Okay, don't hate me. But I'm heavily considering sometime in the next month or two doing a major update to Ultimate Forge and adding stuff like that, along with tons of fixes and a new, entirely new map geometry. I'm, like I said, considering it. But that would also give me the ability to add a badass Halo 2 AI, like, landing animation for it. Kind of like how the Locust has one. Look at that snappy little animation. That's a snappy little animation. Avery with the 2! Hi, Shotgun. Can you make the plain thing pink? Why'd you say it like that? You said it, like, so weird. You know, fuck it. I'll make it pink. You wanna see it? We have the technology for it, alright? We really do. But also, Culture Desert, thank you very much for that $3 tip. Adding to the tip jar, the road to reach. Oh, hey, look at that. We're at 269. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing Atomic Heart. Just got past the part with the Dom fridge robot that ties you up. I'm sorry, what? What even is Atomic Heart? What is this game? Why is there a Dom robot that ties you up? Explain. Actually, I'm not sure if I want you to. Look at that pink trim. Tasteful pink trim. This is a girl boss Wombat. This is the Wombat. You fly, you look over your enemies, you fire a couple missiles, and you go, yes, bitch, yes. Sick. That's lavender. That's... I don't know if that's lavender. That's pretty pink to me. And now it's gunmetal gray. The manliest color. Okay, wait, Slay. The Master with a $10 super chat. And not only that, your first super chat ever. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. Any chance the target locator could spawn a spirit or phantom with AI troops / ghosts, come drop them off, then fly away? What about target locator to call in a few ODST AI drop pods or pelicans with troops? So, the answer, first of all, is yes. 100%. The second answer is, in single player, yes, 100% perfectly, in a campaign mission. Also, I think in Firefight, 100% yes. As for multiplayer, the answer is like 70% yes, in that that can be done. At least the ODST part can be done pretty well. It'll be a little janky, but it's doable. But as for the Spirit or Phantom dropping off troops, it could also be done, but also in a really janky way. It would be way more janky. It would be, you could do it in multiplayer with the ODSTs. But in Reach, it could theoretically be done with a game type script. Look at that wheel. The wheel came out and it landed. To think technology has evolved. But as far as that question goes, the Master, I will be experimenting with stuff like that in Reach whenever Road to Reach is over and I actually get to Reach. Which is hopefully soon, because I kind of do want to mod Reach now that I've been talking about it so much, but whatever. I've set my goals. And besides, if Road to Reach takes forever, it's actually a huge win, because I get to finish huge ass in a reasonable time. And also, there's a couple other Halo 3 mods I have to finish up, like the ODST multiplayer one that takes place in the Big Mombasa streets. So, part of me wants it to end soon, part of me wants it to take forever, because there's so many projects that I still have to work on in Halo 3 that I am still passionate about. Can you add these vehicles to something like Arma 3? I mean, if I knew how to mod Arma 3, I could. Is that a Saber? No, it's not the Saber, but it does look similar to it. I get this question a lot. A lot of people do think it's the Saber. And it's actually very similar to the Saber, because this model is from Halo Reach Alpha. It was never made it into the final version of Halo Reach. It is a Halo 3 ODST drone from one of the cutscenes, but the Bungie devs went in, completely retextured it in Reach's art style, and then they added a bunch of like metal bits that are brand new, gave it like a human flight cockpit instead of making it a manless drone. And this was the prototype for the space fighter, and it's very cool. And so it actually ended up being the perfect replacement for the jet in Huge Ass, because the jet in Huge Ass was really weird, and it was literally a fucking jet, like just a 21st century jet. And this is like a 24th century jet, or no, sorry, 26th century jet. Also, canon, I think, maybe? I don't know. It would be canon if it made it in the game. But instead it got replaced by the Saber. I do like those animations, and you know what? This vehicle's looking pretty good. I'm starting to think I should add some damage states to this. The real question is, though, how detailed do I get with the damage states on this? Because I could get pretty detailed. I see you didn't give it the Pelican-style landing gear. I did not give it the Pelican-style landing gear, but now that you mention it, that would be a reasonably good solution. Right now it just has, like, airplane-style landing gear. Oh my god, thank god I jumped out. That looked rough. Landing gear. Maybe I should edit this to, like... I don't know, it kind of matches the metal. I was going to say it looks a little too shiny, but it's probably fine. Away I go. Oh, wait, actually, though? Nah, I'm not going to do suspension on this right now. I'm going to give this thing Oh, wait, when you said Pelican-style landing gear... Wait, spewing flames from all over and missing half a wing detailed? That's what I like to hear. I don't think it's going to have too much health, maybe not too much detail. Yeah, I'm thinking, like... I could give it, like, 1 damage state and call it a day. That way this mod releases sooner. Like, I hate to be that guy, but I would like to release this sooner rather than later. So what if I just did, like, 1 version of it that's, like, beat up and has, like, fire and smoke coming out of it? Can you mod reach? Can you make the beam? The beam? What do you mean by... Oh, the beam rifle. Yeah, I can make a beam rifle and reach. That'd actually be really easy. Like 2 would be enough. Yeah, maybe like a light damage and then a heavy damage state. Yeah, beat up and nearly dead. Sure, true. That's a good idea. I think it's built off the Wombat. It could be called the Koala. Toa, you did not come up with Koala off the top of your head. You... No shot. That's literally... Multiple people in chat have been saying the Koala, like, non-stop. Okay. Let's go ahead and make some damage states. This is actually, I think, gonna be a lot of fun. Because the damage states are a good time when it comes to all this stuff. Let me blow up the Pelican. Because there's a specific shader I need to grab from it that's really good, and I'm gonna use it on the Koala over there. Let me find it. Ah, it's this one. This is a great human destroyed shader. It's literally just like charple and glowing bits. You see it all over the destroyed Pelican. Basically anywhere that's like ripped open and on the inside. So I'm gonna steal that shader. It's like all over the place. It's really good. Just gray stuff with glowing yellow bits. Chunks missing. Okay, whatever shader that is, I want it. And I think I have it actually in Blender. Let's see, because I have the destroyed Pelican in here, I think. Somewhere. Pelican destroyable. I think under Pelican destroyable Tem. The original Pelican. Yeah, okay, here. So it's this shader called... Oh, it's called Longsword Burn. Okay, I know exactly where that shader is. Okay. So I'm just gonna use that while I'm making the destroyed drone. Okay, easy peasy. So I don't think I'm gonna have to make any crazy edits. So this is gonna be drone miner. Avery, thank you very much for the 2. Much appreciated. Can you check Discord, the bestie? Thanks a lot. A lot. Oh god. I'm feeling generous today, and I've actually been checking Discord DMs when people ask me to. This would make no sense if I tried to explain it on stream, because I was talking with my brother on my brother's stream earlier. That was lavender, not pink. That, it was a little pale, okay? It was a pastel pink, okay? It's not lavender. Lavender's more purple. Okay, sorry, I was taking care of some stuff for a second. So yeah, how do we mangle this up? I think first and foremost, bending the wing a little bit upwards would be cool. One of these wings has got to just kind of crumple up a little bit. I'll delete like these decals. Is that built into it? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna delete some of these decals. It'll save me some time. And there's like a little chunky thing there. Little Campbell's chunky soup in there. Hey, bestie, I'm so sorry. I like passed out the other day after stream. Okay, oh, look at that. Slightly mangled wing. You love to see it. Progress. God, this really is shaping up already, huh? Wow, incredible. Sorry, the only reason I haven't done it is because I have to go into assembly and like, just like, how do I explain it? I have to go into my map script. No, wait, I have it on a script file. You know what? I'll send it to you in just a minute. I'll literally do it on stream because I feel like I'm going to forget if I don't. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Watch. Oh, minor damage. Emotional damage. Okay, that one actually didn't work. I'll mess with this a little bit. This is the minor damage variant, which means it's basically just gonna be shaken around a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I think all the wings, okay, maybe not all the wings, but some of the wings need some, like, tweaking here. Bent it up a little. I don't want it to be too subtle, that's the thing. Like, it definitely needs to show that this is damaged. But it's, like, how do I really sell it without overselling it? Because the major damage state, that's the one I want to, like, oversell. For this, I think I just need to, like, warp certain bits and add, like, a little bit of destroyed bits. But not, it's, like, a very subtle thing, and I don't want to, I really don't want to overdo it. Can I, like, take the... Oh, wait, the missile's practically a solid object. Ooh. Yeah, I take that, and if I like... What if I rotate the clamps too? Ooh, this will be a nice little subtle touch, right? Oh, still a couple parts I'm missing, like this, this, and this. Anything else? Okay, there's like 2 more decals. This one and this one. Okay, now I can rotate the whole missile like that. And like that. Oh, look at that. Totally broken. Unfixable. Damaged. Oh! Derp, thank you very much for tipping $5. Road to Reach continues on. Put a little crink in the landing gear in the major damage state. Ooh, you know, I was thinking that earlier. I was like imagining that in my head, and I agree wholeheartedly. That is an excellent idea. I'm totally not agreeing because I also thought of it, and my ego is flaring. Okay, this isn't bad so far. What does this little bit on the back look like in game? I need to see. I don't have it in all the textures in, so it's kind of... Ooh, if I just like moved one of these like down and out a little bit, it might look... How deep does it go? Ooh, I don't know if I can get away with that actually. What about this though? I could probably move this bit. Like rotate it a little and then like maybe stretch it down like... Yeah. I want it to be visible from not... Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I want it to be visible from not only the back when you're flying it, but also the front. So I'm trying to think of ways I can warp the front. It's a little complicated because I'm usually not doing anything too complex, but for this I do gotta get a little crazy. Little crazy. Just finished watching HCS. Is it over? Did they fit? Oh yeah, it's Sunday. It's the last day. GG's. Oh, welcome to content. Thank you very much for the $1 tip. Much appreciated. Hey, Rejected, working on Reach vehicles today. What's up? No, Road to Reach is still going, so Reach is not here yet, but soon. This is the Wombat, or the Koala as everyone's calling it. I just added landing gear to it. I'm trying right now to basically polish up all the vehicles for Huge Ass, and this one, since it's a brand new vehicle, it needs the most work at the moment. That being said, it's not that much work. It basically needs a minor damage state and a major damage state, and then it's done, more or less. Longsword, I just want to add one in-between damage state for it with some bent parts and some exposed stuff. And then the Spirit's the big one. The Spirit's the last vehicle, so it's this, which I'm working on now. Longsword is a tiny bit of work. It's one damage state. But this one, ooh, the Spirit's gonna get the mother load of work. Other than that, all I need to do is elite animations for C4. And then everything except the map, the literal map itself, is complete. So C4 animations, some damage states on vehicles, and then finally figuring out what the hell I want to put in the center of the map. And then, yeah, once I do that, as far as I'm concerned, the mod's done. I mean, I don't know what else to add. So I've got my checklist in hand, and I'm really just working away at it. And so far, that checklist is including just mangling up the Wombat, aka the Koala, just a touch. It's pretty fun too. It's kind of tedious work, but I'm enjoying it. I'm mostly playing the stream as background noise. I don't blame you. This is not exactly riveting content. I'm not keeping you at the edge of your seat. This is a very chill stream. So I hate to be a bother when we do the thing, or else I am so sorry. As I'm sure you've learned by now, I'm a very forgetful person, and That is very much just how my life is. I am very sorry about that. Shoot me a DM. Instead of asking on stream, shoot me a DM, and it'll be much easier for me to respond. Shoot me a DM off stream. There's a lot of, you know what I'm not doing a lot? I'm pushing things outwards a bit and stretching them, but things should be pushed inwards a bit as well. I'm just realizing now that I'm not doing too much of that. Avery, thank you very much for the 2. Last one, can you check Discord for message from Bella? All right. I'm feeling very generous today. I'm crazy. Oh, I wish people on stream knew the context. Oh, that's funny. What the fuck? You're so nice. What can I say? I'm a real nice guy. Real hashtag nice guy. How come women never love me though? They always go for the douchebags. Oh, look at this subtle damage states. Look at the way in which it creases and bends. God, it's artistic. The tasteful, subtle bends in the metal. Incredible. How does he do it? The way he moves those vertices. Incredible. I love you, Shotgun. I know. Oh my god, it even has exposed wiring. It's even adjusting the metal plates that Bungie added on top. How does he do it? Maybe bend one of the thrusters and replace its trail effect with black smoke. I'll do that on the major damage state. Keep in mind this is the minor one, so I have one more to do after this. That being said, this is actually working pretty good. Let me compare this to the normal one. Not bad, not bad. I think I need some subtle, like, damage to the main part of the hole. Like, I've done a lot of the, like, the add-ons and the bits sticking out, you can see, have, like, clearly some bend to them now. So I think that's good for a minor damage state. But I want it to be, like, more overall, more busted up bits, like... Because as much as this is a minor damage state, it's still a damage state. There we go. This engine looks slightly busted up now. It's a little bit bent out of shape. Nothing too crazy, but it's there. The wings are shook. They are shaketh. Not bad, not bad. What else? What else? Let me mess with this. Ooh, yeah, this little thing, you're getting bent like crazy. You bent, bro? You salty? Oh. The little tiny thing is bent. Nobody will ever know, but I'll know. I'll know. Hey, Kirim! Thank you very much for the gifted membership. Body sniped that. You already know Body's chilling with that membership. Sorry for the delay on that one, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes they can be delayed. They can, in fact, get a little bit delayed. I definitely want this to be noticeably damaged for anybody who's like on the outside looking at this thing, but I think it's very more so an important indicator for the person flying, like what level of damage you're at. And, ooh, wait, here's a really great way to show some damage that'll be very noticeable. This section here, if I just like take the whole ass back, I just like kind of bend it upwards and like rotate it a little. Oh, and then I gotta move this up and rotate it as well. Okay, compare that to the original. You know what? This is starting to look like a proper minor damage state. I think I'm nearly done with the minor damage state. Maybe bend one up one of the raised panels. Ah, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. Thank you for a good suggestion. See, I wasn't joking earlier in the stream when I said many of the best ideas that get implemented, even just small things, come from you guys in chat. Okay, I can't bend that one up too much because it's got like no texture underneath. I'm trying to be cheap. Well, I suppose I could do this and then just have people try not to look too hard at it. Where does that UV map to? You know what? I'll just UV map it myself. It UV maps to right here, because I said so. Perfect. Now there's some bent up metal. Nice, nice. You know what? That was a great idea. That helped a lot. You know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of more metal bending while I'm here. Just like in The Legend of Korra, I am a legendary metal bender. But this time it's gonna go into this ship. And go like over here and rotate and stuff. But I need to turn this bit off. I lied, it's going in, not out. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit to the nose and then the minor damage state is complete. I think the nose should be like slightly bent. Derp, thank you so much for tipping $5 into that description tip goal. Much, much appreciated. Torque the two little fins up front up and down a little bit. The two fins up front. Are you talking about... Are you talking about these, like on the side? I don't know, because those aren't really fins, are they? Do you mean these, yes or no? Whoa. Oh, Derp, thank you again for the $3 tip. Straight into the road to reach. Yes, those fins. Okay, yeah. Yeah, taking a look at these, I agree. Now that I'm up front, a little bit of like that. A little bit of, maybe grab just like this part of it. Bring it down a little, rotate down. Hey, that's some damage. Emotional damage. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it on the minor damage state. I'm tempted to like bend this section of the hull slightly, maybe. Like very subtle stuff. I think this is good. I think this is good. That's a lot of damage. Any chips in the glass? I'll have to do that with textures, but yeah, I'm probably gonna make it so this this one I'll... What does the texture look like again? Oh yeah, it's got like a whole cockpit texture. Yeah, I'll probably go into Photoshop, make a second texture for this whole thing and add like some cracks in it. No, you know what? I'm gonna actually... I'll probably do it off stream because I don't want to embarrass myself doing Substance Painter on stream, but I'll go into Substance Painter, make like some normal maps and cracks and stuff in the glass, and should be pretty good. Okay, before I switch to the major damage state, real quick, I'm thinking that it does need a little bit of exposed section. Yeah, so it was called Longsword Burn was the name of the texture. And that was the exposed texture from the Pelican that I really liked, the like glowing fiery bits that are kind of internal. So I'm gonna very quickly go to a couple of places on here, not too much because I want to reserve most of it for the major damage state. But I'm thinking like the tips of one of the wings could use a little bit of that. Which one looks more destroyed? Maybe like the tip of the left wing. I could kind of fake it till I make it, where I just kind of put like the outer edge of this wing here. And like assign that to Longsword Burn. There's just kind of like a little teensy bit there. I think that'd be cool. And then, is there anything on the back that I could add that to? Maybe like right here in this little corner area. I could kind of like push it inwards, like assign it to the Longsword Burn material, and then... Wait, is there another half of this? Oh wait, there is, right there. Also assign that to Longsword Burn. And there's another part right here. Assign, and then like push it inwards and scale it a little. Maybe like rotate it. Get it on the y-axis. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of Longsword Burn there, a little bit of Longsword Burn on the wing. That is a minor damage state down. I don't know how it's gonna look in game, but when can we see it pink like I asked? Lavender made me shit my pants. Well, first of all, change your pants, because that's disgusting. And second of all, probably in a second, because I gotta mess with the shaders anyway. The thing is a fuel tank with engines and gun strap to it. I mean... Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so I'm going to take the minor damage state, and I'm going to switch it out for major. So we're going to start with the minor damage state, where it's at right now. To fake it, to make it look like the wing is crumpled and on fire, I'm going to take the top of the wing here, make it look like it's been like melted into bits. The entire like tippy top of the wing, it's the treatment of being turned into melty stuff, which is my favorite kind of stuff. I completely convert all materials here to, oh my god, my brain. It's hard to see with the sharps marked. So all of you become longsword burn. Then I'm gonna scale you. Oh no, scale on the Y perhaps. And then drag. Oh my god. I do that, and then I take everything here. I drag you inwards. And I scale X. Yeah, like that. Rotate even crazier, and then theoretically that'll look like a chunky, nice chunky chopped up wing. But Derp, thank you for another $3 tip into the Road to Reach fund. Make it a wing fall off completely. I suppose this, I was kind of hoping that that's what this one would be. This one's kind of like the wings falling off completely. This one I'm going to have to also mangle a decent bit, or at least like bring it downwards like that. So yeah, that should be pretty good. I want to take this entire engine set, like this side. It's not an engine really. I'm not actually sure what it is, but this whole thing here, it's just getting fucking mangled right now. And then the whole upper part of it, I'm gonna go wow, 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 wow. And this part's gonna get even more mangled and go downward like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's where I'm onto something with that one. Do connected only, bring it down like so. Okay, now we're doing some real damage. Wait, what is that thing? I'm gonna be real with you, Master Roof. I don't know, man. Like, the engines are here, and these are something. I couldn't tell you. It kind of looks cool though, so there is that. There is that, and I'll be honest, I am a sucker for cool looking things. These little stripes, I'm just gonna delete them. These little stripy things on top of the engine, those are... Oh, they're pretty much invisible. They're just like dark stripes, so they can go. Save me some time and energy there. What are the other missiles? I'm gonna see if I can't make it like... Oh, kitty cat. She's nuzzling into my stomach. Roll into a little ball. Tortilla kitty. Booster engines, I think. See, I thought that, but I don't really know. Excuse me, oh my goodness. I turn this on, not connected only. I actually do connected only. The engine is properly fucked with. I'm gonna do some just like hardcore mangling and hope it doesn't look too cheesy. And then this here, I'm gonna like bring it inward. Whoa. Hey, look, it's not drug money. Totally tipped $10. Thank you very much, by the way. That's very generous. Totally not tipping with drug money. Said, boss wants you to mod Reach. Well, good news to your boss. I am much closer to modding Reach than I was yesterday. You can tell your boss the future looks bright. I see at least within the next 2 months modding Reach, because that's potentially how long it'll take to get through this. We will see, though. We will see. Okay, I think everywhere here where it's tan is gonna be, melty, bubbly death metal. Yes. 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 Destruction. Death. This is what I desire. Set that all the longsword burn. Now it's all melty bits. The wing's all crumpled in on itself. Love it. I won't be able to tip to Rotor Reach if that's alright. That's perfectly alright. There is zero expectation of anyone to do it. It is a long-term tip goal. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to select that. Okay, what if... Oh, the landing gear idea. I'm so sorry, I forget who said it, but I love the landing gear idea and I'm totally doing it. Now it's all bent and mangled. How far can I take this whole bending bit? What if I like rotate the entire front? Yeah, that's nice. Subtle-ish bend. And I can kind of... squish so the pilot's suffering on the inside. But I mean, really, aren't we all? Ray, thank you very much for the tip. $1.01. Actually just ruining our nice even number. What a monster. This'll go a long way. Road to Reach, awooga awooga. Also, did you play any of my maps yesterday? If so, any things I need to fix up? Ow! I thought we did. Which one were yours specifically? I have to keep track of a lot of people's, and also I'm really shitty with names. I apologize. Which ones were yours? We might have. We played a decent few yesterday. Girl, are you okay? You don't seem very comfortable in my lap. Ah, why would you? Oh, she's an idiot. My cat literally started sliding out of my lap And on her way out, slowly sliding, she started panicking in slow motion and then just grabbed into my stomach with full claws. Ugh. Alright, whatever this is, we've lost one in the big damage state. It's gone. Oh no. And then this goes down a little bit like that. Ray with the $1.02 tip. Thank you very much. City Assault and Cat and Mouse with 2 Scarab plays. Oh no, I forgot about Cat and Mouse. That one was so much fun. No, I'm sorry to say we didn't play that one, but I regret that we didn't. I had a lot of fun with it on the first game night. Now, I think the ones that we actually did end up playing were most of the people who were there in the game night, because obviously everybody who was in the game night wanted their maps to be played, so we ended up mostly doing that. So I'm sorry to say we didn't play it, but next one I would love to play Cat and Mouse again. I had such a good time on it when we did it on the first game night. Okay, this thing's starting to look sufficiently mangled. Yeah, no, I would have joined, but I was late, so setting up stuff for works, of course. Work takes prior. We are doing another one next week, though, another game night, that is. I kind of wanted to make them a weekly thing. I really enjoy doing them. They're not very good for stream, for like stream participation for everybody in chat and stuff. Like modding streams are definitely way better for that, but it's honestly so much fun, and I love that it's like a whole community participation thing. So I am willing to take the social influencer L on my analytics and just have some fun. Alright, how does this compare to Drone Miner? Some pretty substantial changes between these two damage states. I am, however, noticing that these two engine thingy majiggies here don't move. And that is unacceptable. I'm going to rotate them like that. Push them inward a bit. Rotate them outward slightly. Deselect the top one. And have the smaller bottom one move a bit independently by setting the connected only setting on. Like that. Rotating it down as well. I'm going to rotate it up actually. Up and down at the same time to get that maximum mangled effect. Throw it out here like that. Ooh, this thing is not looking too hot. Just perfect. I will say, I'm very curious to see what this looks like in game. First, however, I want to bend this metal part up even more. Rotate, whoops, rotate. Okay, triangle created. Oh, so stressful creating those triangles. To think I actually had to make part of the model a whole triangle instead of just mangling stuff. How does he do it? How is he so brave all the time? Turn on my aerospace logic when watching these streams. I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut. Listen, you know, I play Kerbal Space Program. I am completely qualified to make all executive aerospace decisions on all of these vehicles, alright? Don't mind the fact that the Pelican, even by default, turns its wings the wrong way when it's rotating. It's actually completely fine, and you don't have to concern yourself with anything. Okay, so I think this is good. I'm gonna move these bottom fins slightly, actually, now that I'm looking at them. Hey, you see the new Kerbal Space Program? I did. I was sad to hear that it seems to be plagued with many bugs, causing it to be nearly unplayable. I was watching some YouTubers play it, and they literally could not make content because it was so buggy. A bit sad to see that. I actually have a friend who does some work on the game, and I'm afraid to say even he was not able to do the work needed because the company went from going, we're going to release it feature complete in the future to being like, oh fuck, management wants us to release something now, and then they just like panicked and were like, okay, we're just going to do early access and we're going to roll out features late, and then they were just like fucking wee woo, and now it's a buggy catastrophe. But it still looks like a very fun game and a good sequel to the original. The definition of early access, very true. Very, very true. I think it's totally normal for early access to be like this. I mean, it's not great, but like this is, yeah, the definition of early access. The only downside is like, I think people were just so used to the first game getting early access features over so much time. Wave modifier or noise displacement. Oh my god, why didn't I think of modifiers for this? Noise displacement. No, noise displacement might be a bit much. Might as well try it. Where is it? Where is it? This place. There it is. Color space. Where? I haven't done a custom noise texture in so long. I totally forgot how to change the type. What a Verona. Let's do like clouds. Oh no, it's extruding out because shit, okay, I can't use that. That's good enough for now though. I don't mind so much. Wasn't gonna get the first one of this, I'm not gonna bother. I'm a huge space nerd. I'm one of those people who like religiously keeps up to date with the Starship program. I have like my car on standby to drive 6 hours south to watch the first launch of Starship on Super Heavy. So I love Kerbal Space Program. I love aerospace. That shit makes me happy. I was really hoping Kerbal Space Program 2 would launch like amazingly well. Is that the minor or major? This is major. The cockpit needs a little bit more work for it to be like properly a major damage state, but it's getting there. So this is major, this is minor, and this is default. So like default, minor, and then major. I think it's decent. I think it's decent. So I'll add face map. So this will be major hull. This will be minor hull. And this will be default hull. Okay. Should be good. I think I might have to set it up so the physics model uses it, but theoretically it works. Flood music to get rid of. I'm so happy when I hear flood music now on the playlist because I'm just like, I can get rid of that. Wow, to think I have the technology for that. Incredible. Just incredible. All right, let me give this a try. I'm pretty sure it won't work because I have to add all of the face maps to the thingy things. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to be lazy. I know it's not going to work. I'm just going to add the face maps to everything. At least the default face map, which I think is all that's required for these to function in game. Cockpit's not effed up enough. I actually agree with you. I just want to see how this looks in game first and see what I should fix, change, edit. I already know I'm going to want to go back and add more like burned areas. And then I'm sure there's going to be some weird stretching on different parts that I'm going to look at and go, ooh. Okay, that should be good. Let me give it a try. Export it out. Halo 3. Render. Wait for it. Flood music is spooky and scary. Yeah, so I copied the playlist to a new playlist. Indeed, indeed. Alright, so I put that in there. Then I go here. Tags. Shaders. And then I have to get the longsword burn shader, which should be actually in the Pelican folder now that I think about it, because I needed it for the flyable Pelican. Be in here, yeah. Longsword burn, there it is. Okay. Let's get the render model in first. If the windscreen blew off, that'd be left to the pilot table exposed. That'd be gnarly. It would, but also I don't have a cockpit model right now to like... I don't have the effort that I want to do to model a cockpit, is what I should be saying. Alright. I have no idea if that imported right, but we will find out. Alright, next is the physics model. Next is the collision model. Too many duplicated triangles. Yeah, that's not promising. That kind of tells me that the regions did not read right. I did name those correctly, didn't I? That's not promising. Let's see. What's the error? Events display on. What's the error that I'm getting? Invalid physics model. Ah, yeah. So I really do need to add all of the whole bits to the physics model. Whew. It's fine. This is fine. All I have to do is spam, copy, and paste for a moment. Look at me go. Look at me go. Once I do this, I just gotta do it for the minor version. Okay, that's good. And then I just gonna copy it just in case I get the name right. Very frustrating that I have to do this, but it's the only way I know how to fix the physics models once I add new regions. I've done it before where I don't have to copy everything, I think. But doing this seems to solve the issue pretty well. Kind of pointless, because I'll make a physics model for like everything later, but hey, if it works, it works. Okay, there's that, and then very quickly I'll do the same thing for the collision model. And theoretically that'll fix it. Rip my custom Pelican. I just got kind of lazy. I don't have time anymore. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. If you don't have time, it is what it is. Now we wait for it to export. Maybe, maybe. Okay, export completed. Put this in game. Okay, it's clearly doing something weird with the regions that it shouldn't be doing. It shouldn't say duplicated triangles when they're in separate regions, but let's find out what happens. Have you played The Forest or Sons of the Forest yet? No, but my friend is absolutely hooked. He's a huge Forest player and is majorly into the new Forest. Halo 4 modding is really bad and the shaders are the worst, an actual downgrade. I can't say anything from experience, but I do know that most people who mess with Halo 4 shaders are like the people who... There are people who specifically went out of their way to put the Halo 3 Cook Torrent style shader in Halo 4 because they were so, like, disappointed. Invalid physics model. What was the error on the physics model? What did it say? Drone 14 has a bounding rectangle, which is less than. It will not be represented. What is the drone 14 physics model part? Oh, yeah. Goodbye. Try that again. Halo 4 needs a real color palette too much faster. If I ever go deep into a Halo 4 mod, I can promise you I will be porting so much old stuff from the prior games. Invalid physics model? Bitch, what? What is invalid about it? I'm looking into this, alright? You can't make it not work. Regions... What do you mean regions only default? Did I, in my like quickness to get this out, did I like screw up the region somehow? Base hole, destroyed hole. Does it specifically need to be called that? Because I don't recall it needing to be called that. Let me open the actual longsword really quick, which should be longsword 4. Base hull, base interior. Yeah, this is literally just how I set it. 400 things in 4 are way too bright and shiny. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna rant for like 30 seconds. You know what really grinds my gears is when 343 went into Halo 4 And like whoever had the management decision on art direction, everything, they changed. Right, you know, you already know. Everybody knows they changed the entire art style of the game. Whatever. But then they went ahead and said, actually, there's a lore reason for it. Like, I know you just changed the art style, okay? I don't like that you had to change the entire canon of the universe to fit and make an excuse for it. Like, damn, nano machines, nanobots are the reason that Chief's armor changed? Like, what are you... That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, man. Just change the art style and move on. Like, why'd you have to just go into Halo lore and make up a bunch of crazy shit? Oh, it's actually the Builder sect that did this one. Man, no, it's not. It's not the fucking Builder sect. You just changed the art style. Stop making shit up. You're ruining the lore and making it weird and complicated. Just stop it. That grinds my gears, man. Shit started going sideways. Like, you can just use the rule of cool. It's okay. I know maybe I'm just like ranting and it sounds lame, but like, man, that bothers me. How is this not working? I've set up these regions flawlessly. They literally weren't Halo people? Yeah. I thought a bunch of Bungie devs formed 343. No, I mean, there were Bungie devs, but like, at the end of the day, the executive decisions aren't made by the people on the ground doing the work, and they hired a bunch more people too, as far as I'm aware. And they are on record stating that at the beginning of the hiring, they did literally purposefully hire people. Warning, duplicate triangles. They purposely hired people who didn't like Halo because they really wanted to switch up the formula. So if they hired people who didn't like Halo, they would inject some freshness into Halo. Like, no. Why would you do that? You might think to yourself, well, by hiring people who don't like Halo, you might think it's a bad decision because people who don't like Halo won't make a good Halo game. But you know, we really need that freshness. No, it actually just was a bad idea. You're exporting everything. Yeah, but I'm supposed to be. These are separate regions. I've done it before. That's how my Wait, do I need to call this base hole instead of default hole? Oh, wait, is it because there's hidden meshes? Is that why? Oh, wait, I am exporting hidden geometry. I don't usually do that. I don't know why that would make a difference, though. I have no idea. But let's try it anyway. Nope. Why are my regions not being recognized? They're right here. Maybe because my scene's not set up right? No, that's never been a problem before either. My least favorite change in Halo 4 was the Pelican. Yeah. Cool in concept, make it like a World War II style fighter. It looks like a B-2 bomber or whatever, but for me personally, that ain't the move. What? Okay, I have the region set up. Default hole, major hole, minor hole. They're all set up right. Is this a UAV? No, no. It's based off of the ODST UAV, but it's a manned one with a big cockpit. You need to select them in edit mode and assign the... Does it not auto-assign? Oh my god, wait. I'm so dumb. You're right. Holy shit. I thought it auto-assigned them like it does with the first vertex group. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. That is so embarrassing. I don't know if I have to do it for the physics model bits, but it's getting done. Bella with the 2. Hi. You know, Bella, I heard some shit. I heard some shit. You know that? You know that? You feel on edge? You're scared? You frightened? Yeah, I know. I'm shitting my pants. Yeah. Shouldn't fard. Did it work this time? Did it work this time? Please, 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 please. Oh, it worked this time. I only got degenerate triangles. That's a fucking W. Thank you, Adam. Can't believe it. JK, I'm not at all. I'm innocent. Innocent of what? Innocent of what? Hmm? Oh, wait, physics model now. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's working. Holy shit. Holy shit. The thing is happening. The thing is happening. I'm so excited. Yes. Okay, well now it's just not rendering at all, but at least it's not giving me an error this time. That's a good sign. Time to set up a variant. Oh, that explains a lot actually. Time to set up no variants. Much better. Alright, it's time to have a seizure as it switches between all the different variant regions. Beautiful. Okay, the cockpit looks a little goofy on the destroy damage state. This side, the UV map needs to be a little better. Same with that one. Oh, it looks like I deleted the physics model for the thingy thing, the landing gear. Whoopsies. Money sign drone 0.014, and then we'll do you, and Kiram, thank you very much for the 2. Much appreciated. So why is the road to reach goal 2K? Specifically, it's just a number that worked out well for me. On separate. I don't want it to be 15. I want it to be 14 to be even. It's a number that worked out specifically well for me. In convex. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, more or less it just worked out. But if I had to give a specific reason, there's not like a hyper specific reason why it's specifically that. It just, I don't know. It didn't seem like the most insane thing in the world. It seemed like over a long period of time, it's something that could be doable. But yeah, kind of like in the same way that it used to be just objective survive. It's like I'm a starving artist, blah. Oh shit, I didn't mean to import the render model. It makes me good. Model LOD, I don't think H3 supports skinned LODs. Here, I thought it was to upgrade your PC. No, no. My PC is plenty fast now, thankfully. So what it relates to in my actual real life is that I am moving. Please work. Oh my fuck, what? That's a feature. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, this time for sure, guys. This time for sure, it's gonna look great. Right? Surely. What the fuck is happening? Every other physics model? Oh, is it because they're hidden? I think it's because they're hidden. I'm dumb. Never mind. It's because I unchecked hidden. I know why. It was not an issue at all. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Why am I moving? My lease is up, and also housing prices in Austin are disgustingly awful. Better. I'm actually moving in with my best friend, rooming up, and that's way cheaper. I shouldn't have to worry about it going forward. I'm going to be on that sweet, sweet Sigma grind set on YouTube. On YouTube videos anyway. Sorry, streaming is great, but I am going to be making many, many more videos going forward. So that'll be fun. I actually really like making videos. In fact, once I end stream in a little while, I will be working on the Ultimate Forge release video some more. Which, fun fact, by the way, a little mini story regarding that is that for part of the script, on Ultimate Forge, I had an AI write a baseline part of it. And it was shockingly good. Not like I would actually use it straight up good, but like writing it for like a basic part was shockingly good. Is this flood music? What the fuck am I hearing? Oh, Black Tower just has spooky parts to it. Nope. Remove. Just ODST, or just an ODST, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate it. Have you made a darter supply ship from Halo Wars yet? If not, you should. I have not, but I have made something similar to it, which is the Albatross, which is that crashed ship on Sandtrap. In fact, you can fly the Albatross on Ultimate Forge. So if you find that intriguing, maybe give it a little look-see. It's very similar, but it's like smaller, or sorry, larger. Very interesting. But hey, if we hit, what is it, in Road to Reach, there is if we hit 500, we do the community vehicle vote, and you can toss the darter in there for Your community vote. Once per stream after we hit that for like a week, I will be requesting your guys' most requested vehicles. I'll write them all down, and at the end of the week, I'll let you guys all vote on which ones you want to see the most, and that winner will either be put into Halo 3 or Reach or both, and you can watch me make it on stream. So, there you go. A little advertising. Rejected becomes a VTuber. Yes, I wouldn't have to do my hair or shower anymore. Those things are so extra. But Demon with the $5, thank you very much. That's a nicely made chart. What's the font? There's a couple different fonts in there, and I don't know them off the top of my head. I'd have to check Photoshop. I had to do a lot of research on what the fonts were in Halo Reach to get them accurate. But Demon, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate you. I was gonna say, come up to, was it Pennsylvania? And I will show you the best food places and the places where you can cry with nobody judging you. Joke's on you. I already have that place. Except I don't cry. Unfortunately. Ooh, look at that. Look at that internal stuff showing. I am absolutely adding that to more places on this. Time to fly a destroyed version. It doesn't have any smoke or fire or anything, but theoretically this is what it'll look like when it takes a serious amount of damage. Not looking so hot. If I had some smoke coming out of the engines, some fire, this'll look good. Bart Gun, I need to confess I don't know anything about Halo, but do you know anything about me? Shit. I just see that landing gear come out. You know, these are actually half decent damage models. Admittedly, they were made pretty lazily, but that was the whole point, and it worked out pretty good. Not bad, not bad. I could use some tweaks, but all things considered, I like it. How did you make the thumbnail for Ultimate Forge? I'd love to make one for my mod. I just Photoshop. Same way I make my stream thumbnails. Yeah, I like this damaged model. I want to add more like internals exposed, but I like it. Let me check out the minor damage model instead of just the major, because the major one looks decent, but if I can't spawn in a minor damage model. Is this? I think this is the minor damage model. If I add some sparks and smoke to this one. There's some damage to it. It definitely looks a little bit off, which is good. If I just add some effects to also accentuate that, you can tell there are some parts that are like uneven and messed up a little bit. But it's nothing too crazy. It looks pretty good. Flyable Infinity would be a campaign map by itself. Flyable Infinity is something I'd love to do. That'd be a quick and easy project. And make a great video. Alright, this looks pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Not too bad. A good progress. Actual damage states. You do love to see it. Well, the Spirit of Fire would be sick too. You know, the only place that I've seen a Spirit of Fire model is the Sins of the Prophets guys. And I've always wanted to ask them if I could use it for a space mod. For like a Reach, the Space Fighter mod, which, funnily enough, is on the Road to Reach thing. At 1000, Space Battle mod. Would very much like to get a Spirit of Fire on there. Problem is, I have heard rumors that they are not very open to allowing people to use their stuff that way. So I have the sneaking suspicion that if I asked them, they would not let me use their stuff. I can't confirm that, but that's just what I have heard. Yeah, those models are so good. I mean, they're doing the Sins of the Prophets too, and the models are even better. It's crazy. RejectedShotgun, remind me which one is the Spirit of Fire? The Halo Wars one. Yes. The Halo Wars one. And also the Halo Wars 2 one. Alright, I know my Halo Wars, okay? I know you know, and I know you're checking me. But now you know that I know, and I know that you know that I know that you know. We know. Alright, I should probably set this up to actually use damage states though, because it's kind of weird that it's just flickering in and out of existence. Good news, by the way. Good news. I can add variants to this now. Here's default, add a region, region name, hull, permutations, default, states. Right, probability 1, states, default, state default, add another permutation called minor, state is set to minor damage, add another one called major, state is set to major damage. And now, the regions are fully set up. And if I move it around, it does not flicker in and out of existence anymore. It is just permanently in the good state. Now, I can do damage states, which is going to be pretty easy for this one, I think anyway. So this one kills variant objects, kills objects, has main explosion. I'll set the hull to major damage. They'll also duplicate twice, and then I'll do this one where it doesn't kill the object, it doesn't kill variant objects, and it sets it to minor damage on the region hull. And then the other one goes major damage and does not kill it. The damage threshold should be set to, what should be major damage? 0.3? Yeah, and then minor damage be like 0.7 or 6.5. We'll do that. And this thing, it has too much health right now. It's set to 1,000. I'm gonna set it to 600, which is how much the Scorpion has. Alright, now I'm gonna throw some C4 around. We'll have some fun with this. Did that do any damage to it? Don't think so. More C4. Oh, that did some damage. Oh, that actually killed it. Too much damage. Whoops. Oh, that's gonna do too much damage too. Yep, I think I killed that one too. Didn't realize they all had a delay, which was my mistake. I think that damage state would make more sense as a base for the trash objects left behind as a... Yeah, I was actually thinking that. I was like, damn, I kind of need a trashed version of it. So remove all the effects, remove the delays on the damage states that I accidentally kept in there. Remove all the extra data for a region that doesn't exist. And then they respawn. I wonder if I can just assault rifle it to death. This is gonna take forever. This is totally not where. Oh! It shifted. It didn't make sparks or anything because I haven't set it up. Wait, what? It just immediately went to major damage. Full set to minor damage does not register correctly. Strange. Did I mislabel it? I did not mislabel it. Did I mislabel it in Blender? I did not mislabel it. Huh. I think I might have just messed up the damage states in a... Oh! Okay. Try this again. Some AoE splash damage from the C4 might do the trick. Well, it knocked it around. Did you juxtapose which damage state is which? Is the damage difference between so small it doesn't register? It shouldn't be. I think it's something to do with how I have the actual damage models set up in the way the damage states are triggering. I think the actual minor state, I know the minor state's in there and I know it's registering, which tells me that I've just set up the damage states themselves incorrectly. And yeah, I think I just need to fix the way that they're set up and how they trigger. Because by far, or by now, it should definitely have activated. Oh, now it's not even triggering the death damage state, even though at some point while I was shooting it, it blew up. So what I'll do is cannot die with Rider, takes full damage when object dies, don't set takes full damage when object destroyed, save that. Let's say maximum vitality I'll set to 60, which should let me test this much easier. This is sad, spawn a chain gun turret. Even better, I reduced its health drastically. Oh? That did it, that... No, wait. I lied, it just broke completely. Let me check what I did for the Pelican, because the Pelican's set up in like almost the exact same way. Pelican flyable model. But the Pelican set up the way that I want this to be set up, I should say. Oh, you know what? I don't think I set up the indirect damaged stuff. That might be playing a huge part in this. If I recall, not setting this up on the materials and in the indirect damage state causes it to be very upset. And it only takes full damage when objects destroyed. I think that's because it spawns parts. Okay, let's see. Oh, that did it. That fixed it. It was because it didn't have the materials and stuff set up. Now, it's dead. So now it switches between these things. And I need to do... Oh, let's try it here. Couple bullets. It gets a little bit mangled up. Still flyable. Couple more bullets. It blows up. Sweet. Now it just needs some markers, some effects, a little bit more exposed bits like this wing that got destroyed here. Maybe pull this out slightly. And then it'll look pretty sweet. The Minecraft server's dying. Yeah, I can't necessarily say that I'm surprised. This looks good though. This looks good. You know what? I think I'm gonna add some effects. What kind of effects should I add, though? I think on the major damage state, there has to be smoke coming out of the engine. That's like a given. And let me look at the major damage state again, actually. Buzz minor. Oh wait, I lied. No, I didn't lie. I did. So it's minor, I can still pilot it. This is major, I can still pilot it. And there's no way to know when it activates, but if I keep shooting, it'll go to the dead state. So that's set up. So basically, I should have smoke coming out of the left engine because, trust me, that's the move. Then I want fire coming out of the right wing. I think the right wing having fire, like right here where it's broken up, would be cool. And then maybe sparks flying out of this exposed underbit here. And that would be good for the major damage state. And then as for the minor damage state, it could be cool to have maybe like a small amount of smoke coming out of here, like kind of shooting upward would be nice. Yeah, that's it. Definitely should take an explosive for it to warp like that. Yeah, there will, there'll be an explosion that triggers for sure. Wait, FX explosion already exists. Neat. Ooh, you know what I could use actually? You know what? For the minor damage? No, for major damage to start with. Objects, vehicles, pelican. Pelican. FX destruction. I'm gonna do engine destruction. I'm gonna copy it and put it in drone alpha, FX, and this will be transition major. And I'll edit the effect so that instead of spawning at wherever it was on the Pelican, it'll spawn at the marker on the drone. We're set to replace. That's fine actually, I don't mind doing it at replace. Effect marker name, FX explosion. But now, when I go back in game, I should be able to blow it up once I go to the major effect. That looks like it blew up. That was a little bit too big for like a transition state. Well, yeah, that was kind of like it's dead. In fact, not only should the right engine be billowing flames, I think the cockpit should be emitting smoke too. That's terrifying. I need either more coffee. Maybe just more coffee, actually. I don't know, that explosion kind of works though, because for how mangled that is, I mean, this kind of looks like a destroyed state, to be honest. Debating. I don't think any of the other vehicles thus far have smoke coming from their cockpits at any damage state. That is true. Let me add some markers for this stuff. So for primary trigger, that's facing forward. So I can take that. I'm going to call this one not primary trigger, but FX damage fire. FX damage fire. I'm gonna rotate you -90 degrees here. Put you inside the engine. Want the fire to shoot upwards and go upwards, and then as you fly it'll be in world space and go shooting backwards. And so I'll duplicate that, and this will become FX damage smoke. And that will come out of this thingy. Say right here, should look good. This will be FX minor smoke. This will be FX major fire. The FX major sparks. You want sparks coming from this little plate that's been pulled up. I think that'll look nice, like right around here. Would be pretty cool. And the minor smoke I'll keep going throughout. Major sparks, major fire. Drivable dumpster. Save that. I'll do. How about I save the dumpster for the cursed meme stream? Cursed meme stream will be good. I will legit make the dumpster. It's actually a really good idea for the meme stream. I think it should be good, actually. There's smoke coming out of this exhaust vent for... Oh, wait. Before I forget, the smoke should be rotated -180. Whereas major sparks should be shooting upward and slightly outward, like that. And the fire should be going... Well... That -90, let's make it like -60, so it's kind of like going forward and up. That should be good. Okay, let's export this out for a render model, and it'll look quite nice. Ooh. I thought the meme stream was you versus green. It excuse me, oh my god, I almost died. It is. In fact, somebody suggested, they were like, well, since you're gonna do Road to Reach, you should do like a competition. Because we had wanted at one point to do a Covenant Flamethrower modded competition. But then we ended up doing the actual competition where we're supposed to do characters. But I have not taken the time to go take up green and be like, hey, let's actually do it. I'm sure if I asked him, like, hey, dude, do you want to spend an entire stream trying to, like, mod this in, he would be down. It just honestly hasn't been on my mind, so that's entirely on me. But we do still need to do that. That is exactly the thing that we need to do. I'm not going to do it on the meme stream, the shitposty stream. I'm going to do that separately still. But that will be a thing that happens still. And unfortunately for me, Green did take Thanos from Fortnite. Alright? He did take it, which means I have to somehow come up with something to top that. And I don't know how I'm going to top that. I have no idea. How do you beat Thanos from Fortnite? My only hope is that somehow, some way, he utterly butchers it. That's the only way I win, because that is just too good. Okay. I think I'm just too tired. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save some of this for either tomorrow before stream or on stream tomorrow where I finish up the effects on this because it's really close to being done. Literally just need good effects and then I think it's pretty much set. I might actually do some destruction pieces for this where like I split the cockpit off like here and just kind of have the mangled version over there and then kind of call it a day on that one. Yeah, maybe I think that's what I'll do is I'll have like the wheel come off and then I'll split the cockpit off right here. We're on the weak point. I think that should be pretty easy to do, actually. Let me take a look at it real quick. I can just have it split into like 2 pieces. Yeah, like right on this joint right here. I'll have it split off and mangle it even further. Split the cockpit. But I'll do that tomorrow. I'll have this be like a separate piece that falls off. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I honestly am just very tired today. I did not get nearly enough sleep last night. So I'm going to go relax for a little bit and go to sleep. And then tomorrow, bright and early, same time at 4 p.m., I will be streaming more Huge Ass, more Road to Reach. Going strong. Just going to be grinding nonstop and I think I'll save all of this work for tomorrow's stream. That way I can work on the Ultimate Forge trailer and release video, which is honestly going to be very exciting. Be nice to see more people get some interest in the mod because it's really, really fun to watch people play it. And I'd really like to see more people do it. Anyway, though, I think that about does it for the stream today. I want to give a huge shout out, first of all, to Demon for literally starting us off so strong on Road to Reach. And everybody else who contributed, I see you and love and appreciate you. I hope you guys are excited for this mod. It's going to be a ton of fun to play some game nights on this. As much as I love Ultimate Forge, a refined, purposeful mod that has fixed geometry and baked lighting and sound and ambience is going to be very, very satisfying to see. So I hope you guys are excited for this. It's 4 p.m. Central Time, by the way. Sorry, I should have specified. 4 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. West Coast. Demon with the $5. Thank you very much. Oh no, I'm afraid to read this. I saw the scary F word. I got you, fam. I have some models that would be interesting. No, not the furry ones. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. Alright, as I look off into the canyon below, I want to say once again, thank you everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Like I said, bright and early, 4 p.m. Central tomorrow, I will be streaming again. So thank you guys for tuning in. 3.5 hours today, about average. I'll do a longer one tomorrow, probably like 4.5 hours at least. I hope you enjoyed. Look forward to driving through the trees. But until tomorrow, I will see you. Have a good one. Have a wonderful night. And yeah, Mombasa Bridge game night is kind of a banger idea. Have a good one.